One of our upper mid-table mainstays. They've had those bursts of energy where they've been able to qualify for a global in the past, and to not see them in playoffs would be very strange.
The last one was Shanghai, though. This team is a fixture in playoffs, but at the globals recently, it's a different story. It's 100 Thieves already off in the attack side here. It's a bit of pressure towards B. They have left the Astra in reserve over towards that plaza area, but I think they're pretty serious about ending up on this side.
And Nerve has no decision other than to get out. No one would have been able to help him if he went back hall, so it's free for 100 Thieves, and Timo with that opening onto Koala Noob. That's really nice, just a little tap towards street.
Some late ramp potential. The Allen's able to fire one caught inside the relay. Bolton quickly pounced upon. It's Bang going down. That was the player out of Plaza. Keeps Fury with a foothold in the round and keeps it even, but it's going to be slow presence here through mid from EU. Trying to time things out, I think, with the rest of Fury here on this flood.
And now Cryo, he can take contact on site and teleport away to safety. Timo on the cross. This is a good setup from 100 Thieves.
EU goes for the C's here, tagged up as he went for a shoulder peek. Oh, Cryo, a little bit too sharp with it. Timo can play off his contact, and it's going to be Vora that shuts the book. 100 Thieves. Exactly the start you're looking for here if you want that spot in playoffs.
Yeah, they do so much right there, from the early proactivity that Timo shows once they get into that free site, and then the setup at the end, having the crossfire with your chamber taking point who can teleport away. That's just perfect from them. And honestly, that's exactly what I want to see from Cryo, putting himself in positions to have high impact, taking fights, especially on attack. I think on some of these prior maps we've seen from him in this new Sentinel lurking role, he can play safe, he can play pretty passive, but on the chamber, you want him to take over. He is Cryo Cells, man. He is one of the best chambers to ever do it, certainly in Americas, right? And you want him putting himself in positions to be the best player in the circle.
Same approach here, virtually for 100 Thieves, just trying to swarm onto the site, but Thurb takes contact with the classic first, and is good for it. Arsenal, though, got the ping on Koala Noob, revealed by the Haunt, but Allen with the Bandit is able to chime in.
Yeah, that's super awkward for Asuna. And now recovered by Allen, the shotgun neon specialist, but Bang at range takes him down.
And behind all of this, Cryo's been able to slowly take up position here and be along with that Marshall. Another layer of contingency now for the Thieves in this post plant, but that is some snappy classic work here from Artazine. Start to put some pressure down. Bang's position is noted. Cryo gets dinked here by EU. Very, very low ball round here, if at all, for Fury. And Artazine's able to find some shots that ring out, and now, awkwardly for Cryo, Prowler's looking at him. Second one coming his way, but Artazine wanders out into his line of sight, and EU doesn't have a lot to work with. He's heavily unfavored at this range, and Cryo puts in the bed.
Solid in the 1v2, but man, 100 Thieves getting exposed in those ones. The Furia players just do a great job of navigating that situation and finding the players on their lonesome. That initial tuck from Vora couldn't get any help, and then the isolation onto the player back halls after was good as well. So, hey, Furia do a solid job with the damage there.
Artazine also was like 0-7. First kill, first death, struggled, but we'll
see when we get there.
Yeah, cross the bridge when we get to it. It's time
if we get there
to get back into Pearl, folks. 100 Thieves win the pistol and the conversion. Let's see what their bonus looks like. They got a Marshall in the mix still for Cryo.
They win the conversion, but only one guy survives, so it is a super light buy.
Last couple rounds, it's just been either Cryo or Bang going over towards this A main area. This time, 100 Thieves lean into it a bit more heavily.
So it looks like if this A hit comes in, you would have had that Haunt to be able to throw somewhere deep into sight, and then they could maybe spam at some players behind the Art smoke, and one of them watches for the Art lurk, which is Cryo, working forward with that Headhunter. 100 Thieves are slower on the approach, though, just pivoting back into this split.
They've got so much util for this swing, though. Flash off this. Koala Noob finds some timing. He's actually able to get away with it here. Counter flash to maybe slow them down. This is awkward for 100 Thieves. They're milling about now. Timotino inside the molly. Direct access to the site. Flash around the corner. Forcing EU back inside his Nebula. And look at that. They're too fast with it. The sting is starting to ring out. Cryo also getting involved with the Headhunter now. But Allen, what a shutdown. Takes the wind out of the Thieves' sails. Nice little multi-piece out from Mart. But Timo gets some serious work done already with that running back at the ready. It's getting scrappy now. Timo eventually is brought down, but not bad for a bonus, I'd say.
No, those are some sick kills from 100 Thieves. I think we'll see it on the replay, but Cryo won a 1v1 towards Secret as well. And when that pressure came in, Furia adjusted quickly to digging in backside with two players. Koala circling back around to spawn to get to them. But 100 Thieves are able to find those kills on the isolated players on site. That was nicely done, but hell of a play from Allen to get them back in that round. Now, look at the money for Furia. They're in a really dangerous spot here. They could get sent onto an eco if 100 Thieves win this out.
Yeah, teetering. Already we've seen a Phoenix ultimate out of 100 Thieves, putting Timo in position to succeed. Over towards Art, there's actually no presence, so 100 Thieves are going to be able to carve a spot out on that map for free. And look how deep already Arsena has gotten. This could be a problem for Furia, as Timo's just trying to keep the Neon interested in mid. Look how deep Arsena is in the map.
And in the meantime, 100 Thieves are just slowly working up towards B. Arsena, he gets the catch onto EU. And now if you're anchoring this B side, you have to be worried about someone coming from spawn.
Arsena's just going to wait there now. Yeah, and it's definitely going to be cause for concern for Artazine. And he gets another one. It's free real estate back there for 100 Thieves. And now they can just pivot off that B site entirely. The rotations, though, are long on Pearl. Yeah, There's got to be time for Kualanu to get there.
It feels like the round is just completely reset at this point. It was mental for the first half, and now 100 Thieves are just working back into this. A hit. Koala is posted up back towards site. He's got a couple flashes to throw out off some noise. Alum is there really quick.
So a decent feel for the timing there, but Kualanu is overwhelmed as 100 Thieves touchdown on this A side. Alum tries to get slightly ahead of it, but now he's going to be decayed up by the Seas, hoping that no one peers into the smoke, or God forbid, sprays it out. He gets his wish. Artazine trying to wrap around on. The spacing just is not there for Furia. 100 Thieves all over the map at all times.
What a cool round to throw at Furia on a round where their economy was on the line. So 100 Thieves just hit them with something crazy to catch them off. Insane from Austin that he was able to pick up 2 kills from this position. I mean, the first one, they had an idea he could be there. The second one, they know he's there, and he still gets one. And then over on that A side, I think there was a little bit of a timing divide between Alum and Koala that got exploited when he sends that flash out and peeks, gets taken down. That's a sick round from 100 Thieves. Cryo's immediately into the Outlaw, since Furia have low cash.
So what happens when you just find a gap in the defense setup with so many lanes on this map? Pretty heavy lean in towards the A side, but 100 Thieves, now they know they're up against a softer buy. Slowing the pace down a little bit, trying to really exercise that weaponry advantage.
Yep, and if they can, just get back to getting these orbs to Timo. Used one earlier in the half, and it was a good one. One of his ults. They didn't win the round, but they did a ton of damage, and then look at how that snowballs, right? Go. It makes Furia vulnerable to getting ecoed, and that is the world we're in. So, just another example of when you're playing Phoenix, just keep using the ults, just keep spamming them. Do not save them.
One thing to note, there's not a lot of map control here for 100 Thieves. They might just default back to this fast lane onto B, get Hall's control, maybe play behind this Cosmic Divide.
And Orson finds out that everybody is on this B side of the map. There's a really fast flank coming from Alum on the opposite side. You can see he's going to be down B main.
Artazine can't really play off the contact of his turret. He doesn't even know where it's looking. There are too many bodies for 100 Thieves on the side. It's Alum going down first, though. Artazine's just going to try his luck here, and Vora is having a wait around and accost him. Tough to fight into this one for Furia. They simply do not have the weaponry.
Well, I think Alum popped his ult and then just got deleted by Bang on the flank. Maybe we'll catch that, but 100 Thieves are looking sick right now. Just a simple, straight-up B hit. Yeah, he pops it, runs across, and Bang just dunked it. So that was basically the end of the round. It was a good flank timing from Alum. If he gets that one and then everyone's flooding out, 100 Thieves all caught on sight, there could be some real danger, but yeah, Bang just alleviates the danger before it even begins. So all good.
Guns brought up yet again, and of course Alum with his signature shotgun. This allows him to play a different economic game to the rest of his team.
Yeah, he uses that more than any other Neon in the league right now. I mean, I say that, funny enough, Asla has one right now, but it's still true.
Okay, well, here it is. Run it back once again for Timotino. 2 ultimates in 6 rounds. Look at him finding a nice little spot to play through now.
Look at the minimap for 100 Thieves, though. They've got 2 players working into A, but the spike is on the B site. They bait out this lockdown. And now are they just going to try to rotate back while they have control of A?
Look at the double face here as well. Alum just ran straight into that, probably with his knife out. And now Fury have no choice but to try and set up an art.
100 Thieves, anything they've ever thought of as a strat, it feels like they are just sending it in the most important games right now to qualify for playoffs. It felt like that against Crew, and now they are just, I don't know, pulling magic out of the hat, man.
Importantly, Artazine does know he detained a player over at the B side of the map. They just don't know where Arsena could be now.
They have to be a little bit concerned about EU. Koala's tucking into secret, pops the ult. Can anyone deny him?
Cosmic Divide, it's going to be hard to play through. Kwanu's got to be quick, and he is. Gets past, denies the plant. Now looking for a little bit more here. Run it back, still active, but Timo's able to bring him down. Still, that's information now for Furia. Artesian able to whip around on Arsena, who got deep after being detained. And this is a bit awkward now. Spike's out in the open. 200 Thieves players back behind this Nebula. And I wouldn't call them well positioned. Timo's out of util entirely.
No, there's just zero time. A nice shot from Koala, and he's going to go for more. Doesn't mind trying to get another kill, get another orb, and yeah, will succeed. 3 kills and had a really high value ult, tucking into secret, then being able to deny the plant. It was just before the Astral Wall was coming in from 100 Thieves. What a crazy round attempt. 3 players with the spike, running it into A. They bait out the KJ ult, had 2 players lurk through A while they hit with 3 into B and then try to work back. That was nuts. I don't think I've ever seen a team try a play like that before. It was so close to working.
Love that from Artesian. He knew there'd be someone flanking after his ult went off.
And we got a big A fight here. Last time no one challenged Furia. This time maybe Cryo will, but even at that, he can't get too aggro here alone.
Okay, interesting. It's not the normal setup, the lineup of the molly we see from Phoenixes. It's actually directly thrown by Koala Noob here. Could be some pressure, though.
With all that pressure, though, yeah, 100 Thieves, they want to take Art, and Timo gets that opener.
Nerve's already gone down. That's not ideal. They draw Astra out of the picture, and now you're going to have to get active for Furia, but Arsena gets in there with the overdrive. Decay down. He still wants to try and take the fight, and EU, you better believe he's good for it! That is filth! Get it off my screen!
What a disgusting transfer. Onto the Neon at the end. You can't do that to your old teammates, man.
I mean, bro was decayed. He was like 1, but still.
Insane. 100 Thieves had a really cool response to that as well. The round is basically just set up as...
Baby! Come on, bro!
Do they fight A main? If yes, we take Art and we pinch them ASAP. And it worked in that Timotino got the opening kill. Everybody else from Furia are stuck towards A main. But then they fight it, take control. I mean, you just killed everyone. That's madness, man. I mean, 100 Thieves had a good round plan there. But sometimes in Valorant, you just shoot them, man.
Yep.
You just... That's all the game comes
No plan.
It's an FPS game.
No plan till it's first contact with the enemy, they say. It's a big momentum stop, though, for 100 Thieves. It's going to knock them, of course, down onto a weaker buy. Tour de Force still at Cryo's fingertips, if he should opt for it. He's playing that longer contact line into Art. Could be a handy foothold if 100 Thieves want to end on an A split.
Cryo will play a lot towards Art on this attack side lurking, then slow down street after the B hits come in.
I'm out of here.
Well, that's the end of the B hit.
Yeah, no. The won't be happening on this round, but we'll probably see him back doing something similar in the future. See if he can connect this shot. Close it. Oh my God.
Koala Noob has had some pretty uncanny timing in these first 8 rounds. That one saved his life. And Bang just walks straight into EU's crosshair there to spot the check. Prowler confirms the presence of more players inside Art. This can be lent on a little bit more. Maybe if you're going to get active, if you want to side defenders. It's Allen going down here, the open hand. Loses out to the Tour de Force. EU goes 1 for 1 there. Cryo out in the middle of the side. This is a lot of pressure to be dealing with now if you're trying to get this spike down. But it's traded yet again. Arsena is low in a 1v2. Looks to get the heck out of Dodge.
Yep. And he is out running into B. Just don't die to a molly. Just do not run into the molly. That's all I ask, bro.
Okay. Plants here under upper. Artesian quick enough to catch him out. And we've got an even game here, folks. Finally seeing Furia wake up.
Sick attempt from Cryo. That's what happens when he gets the AWP in his hands or the Tour de Force. He is just insane. And with the meta right now and the agencies playing, we do not see enough of Cryo opping, but kind of just the state of the game and the way 100 Thieves choose to approach it. Not running as much chamber, but man, when he has the opportunities, he will remind you that he has been one of the best and most consistent oppers in Americas since the league began. Even before the league, 100 Thieves are going to be running out of this timeout at the moment, just all gathered up with B and the trip right behind them. So definitely seems like they want to be going over towards this B site. They don't have any ults right now. Timo's 2 orbs away, but could grab the one at B long. And as is usually going to be the case when you're playing against AJ Artson, he runs out to break the haunt.
It's dangerous though, getting caught inside that nebula. He doesn't know just how close 100 Thieves are. He doesn't realize how fast this hit is coming in.
He is so lucky to be alive and have gotten out here. And now Furia can play for a retake with Nerve's ultimate. Get that divide down.
Important that Teemo cleared that close right corner with his molly.
100 Thieves are going to need to play forward, play close on these chokes. They can't just let that wall completely cut them off. Cryo fighting the reflect. 2 players on him, actually, from Furia.
Honestly, handling it quite well. Trademark also going to slow things down somewhat, and he can get tucked now up into this corner. Still has the rendezvous to play off, but it's not favorably positioned for a flank hit.
This is so good from 100 Thieves. They want to fight forward, knowing that there was multiple players showing presence on the flank, and now they peel back as time's getting low.
Because the fast lane bang's going to see him come past, but Alum, it's going to be a trade at the very least. Boris still trying to set up and halls. A lot of presence here for 100 Thieves. You know, feel like Furia are running into the meat grinder. No time here to make an impact on this round. And Nerve can't even get away.
That was really well done from 100 Thieves. You're looking at the ultimates coming into that retake for Furia, and you're thinking, okay, they're going to want to go for this Cosmic Divide play, but they had 2 guys flanking, so you don't really want to throw that down in that moment, right? And then 100 Thieves, knowing that there are 2 players flanking, try to take some presence forward. Don't overcommit, come back, time is getting low, and then they're set up into crossfires when Furia have to just go for a standard ultless retake. That was so well done.
So far, one of the most successful ploys for 100 Thieves is that A post-plant setup. Different plan this round, it seems.
Yeah, Furia completely quiet, and they're just hoping to pop out of this with some util.
Valorant flashes molly to slow up. Teemo heard, realizes it's not his own, but it's going to be Alan falling. Asuna ahead of the util. A Koala Noob stuck there. Flash looking like a stun mullet, and Asuna ain't done. He makes short work of EU, and Furia are reeling. This level of pace from 100 Thieves on both sides has been too much.
Furia tried to go for a trap that time, working just as many players as they had on the prior rounds into A main, but in complete silence. Doesn't work out. Asuna able to cross back box, and that one flash from Teemo just completely nullified that play. Cryo is already way ahead of Artsin. And this round is done. Nerve probably just on the save here. And on top of that, look at this. They get to dissolve that orb too. So for the last round, it's 100 Thieves that have some explosive ults. 4 is just 1 away. I mean, that's not to discount that Furia do as well. So, you know, last couple rounds of this half, a lot of ults going to be used. I'm super impressed with 100 Thieves right now, though, man. I think they're playing a great attack half. It was a good round again from Asuna, who just accidentally pressed his ult key. Bro, is that a caster curse? It was a good round, and then he accidentally pressed his ult.
Yeah, I'm sure right now he's rationalizing
we'll check the timing on that one. I don't know if I curse him or... That's tough, though, buddy. That's tough.
Unfortunately, there's not much we can do to explain that one away for you. Lad, one is
at least he isn't playing Breach. At least he isn't playing, you know, Fade, Sova.
So you're suggesting
there could be more
the ultimate is less impactful. Yeah. Okay, sure.
It could be more. Glass half full.
He is going to have rifles probably for the rest of the half, right? So who needs it?
But yeah, this was really nice from 100 Thieves. It's just as simple as getting Asuna across, and then even though Teemo's being pressured back by that molly, getting the one flash out so Asuna can fight them is really nicely done. And
took his hands off the keyboard.
I want you to know I let go of my keyboard and then...
And then what? How does this story
end? We'll never know.
I mean, it's more what happened before you let go of the keyboard that I'm interested in. All right, round 11. Make no mistakes, this one could be volatile as well. Already Asuna, this is like the pistol. Look how deep into art he's gotten. Honestly, there's so much mid presence for 100 Thieves.
And now 100 Thieves are just on the run back because of all the sound that Furia have made in A main, grouped up with multiple players, sending out that ult. What is the response from 100 Thieves, though? They haven't fully committed down B, but if they want to go towards A, they have to get control of main back.
The map's flipped? Sort of? Bora back in spawn. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to be careful there. If he swung any wider, he was about to get destroyed by Furia with a double swing. Oh, no. What?
You hate to see those. Timotino basically unscathed after that. Happen to throw down the molly, and here comes Alim looking for a little bit more. There's no trade opportunity, though, apparently, and the relay bolt's not enough to catch Alim out. It's Artazine, who found 2 at the Guardian. Okay, well, that's a bizarre round.
Yeah, Furia that time, they do not ease up on the A main fight. They just push all the way through. 100 Thieves try to avoid them, but they don't pivot quickly into a B hit. Didn't feel like they were maybe positioned to get in quickly enough. And then because of that, they're just fully exposed on the flank. And I think their reduction in the pace mid-round just got them kind of caught there. Brutal. They're getting in the street. That's nicely done from Furia. An adjustment in A main just to fight even harder. Fight all the way through and threaten the flank so heavily.
Okay, Arzine, last time we saw him in this position, he was overwhelmed very quickly. Okay, there's the deployment of that smoke. So
look at this from Furia. A little bit of pressure. Look at the map rotates. They are gone on the way towards B. Cryo's just going to be a late flank.
Are they going to sell this? Look at them, they're not really committing to the site whatsoever here yet. 100 Thieves a bit more tentative about it. Now there's a Nightfall, kind of explains it, doesn't it? Timo's going to be caught out though. Koala Noob here wants to at least flash out of this smoke, but no follow-up. Awkward. 100 Thieves still feel committed, but Cryo's position is everything right now. Look at him getting to the back, and he's the cat amongst the pigeons.
The whole time that exec was happening, there's a mini game over towards Art where Alum thinks Cryo's going to be there. He's right, and then Cryo ends up catching him anyway. He wants to get this A space, has one Nebula to play around. How fast does Furia go, though? And can Cryo actually find a timing to catch another player if they do accelerate? But at least for Furia right now, they don't. It's just jiggles from Arzine.
Good patience from Arzine. He can now play off a couple of teammates, but he's got to give that space up, allowing for a plant. Is this Furia now looking for a retake behind his Cosmic Divide?
Yeah, it's got to be used now. Last chance for Nerf to get that ultimate off as 100 Thieves are grouped up backside right now. A couple players towards Art.
Boar is not in a safe spot, though. He's fairly committed here. There's a decent crossfire look that's being assembled, but now Cryo has to get ahead of this Cosmic Divider. It's going to get broken up. Nova Pulse got to be dodged away from Cryo. Got his. Oh, it's Cryo for 3! And he can duck safely back behind the wall and just use Arsena, jump peeking it to get info about the defuse.
Now they just have to timing and run through together. But the Haunt, 1-for-1, Cryo on for the ace.
He's going to have to do it as well. Ace clutch for Cryo. He's on the table, but Nerf spots him out. It just don't matter. We've been asking for it. Cryo sells. Remembers who he is and delivers a crushing ace at the end of the half.
Unbelievable, just a demonic play from Cryo. This first catch as well is what cracks the round completely open after 100 Thieves are stalled out on B. But a play as well that's designed to get Cryo in a position like that. So the intentions of the play itself working, and then Cryo makes the most of it. What a sick, sick round. You get him on chamber, and it's just like you're saying, it's just you throw your trip in one of the lanes, and you go fight somewhere else. So you're getting info on two sides of the map by both just pushing up and existing on one, getting passive info elsewhere, and then the rest of your players get to, you know, go in a death ball. But this looks like a little bait setup, honestly, from 100 Thieves to some extent, where it's like they would love for them to go into B. They would love to think Cryo is here teleporting away.
This might have worked.
They would love to think that this is a lightly held site.
Cryo doesn't have anywhere to fall back to right now. That's the dangerous part. Koala does get picked up, but Alum's on the site, and he sees the rendezvous right here. Down to 10. Timo's going to have to bail Cryo out, but Alum fights him again. That's 3. Finally shut down. 100 Thieves now have control of the tempo. It's on EU. It's his old team. To get Furia out of another awkward pistol round. Their win rate and pistols has been horrific this stage, and that trend is about to continue.
Yeah, they're at 7-14,
7-15, bro. Chalk it up.
Yikes. That is tough. Tough to win Valorant games when you're winning 30% of your pistol rounds, I'll tell you that. And yet somehow Furia managed to do it. 3-1 at this stage, so.
One enemy remaining.
That's a testament to how incredible this team is. But
One more Baku? I killed 3!
not enough, bro.
Who's going to tell him?
At least pick up the Bucky.
Who's going to tell him, man?
It's all right. You got this. You got this street fight that's about to happen against Asuna. Shotgun versus shotgun.
Outlaw for Cryo.
The final days before the nerfs, Neon. Enjoy. Enjoy this cringe while you can.
It's like every Majora's Mask day. Okay, Arsenal. Well, managed to make mincemeat of Alum.
Won't be seeing that next month.
Look at this stall. Koala Noob cannot get through into mid. That lane is being completely denied. He can refight into the space, of course, because Phoenix has flashes up the wazoo. And even through that smoke, Koala Noob takes a massive amount of damage. It's going to be the Bulldog that bites harder. And Koala Noob is going to be brought down. This forces Furia now to consider this Art lane, but that's where the Outlaw is.
They have the double shotgun recovery, but no one that can actually really get a close range against 100 Thieves unless Cryo misses a shot and they just pop around the corner on him. He has 2 of those. Doesn't matter, does it?
Gets a second bite of the apple. The Prowler's going to force him back further, but damage is already done. Furia down to 2 players.
So desperate to try to close the gap.
Not going to happen. Nah, not when Vora can now just swoop on in from behind and go to work. Elementary, my dear friends, 100 Thieves convert nicely with an outlaw round.
Very patient. They make it look very simple, and on account of the couple kills that Teemo has gotten already and going to get this defuse, just one away from that Phoenix ultimate already. That is why Phoenix is just so good.
You see the priority, the emphasis that 100 Thieves put on the mid part of the map, whether on attack or defense. They really defend that quite aggressively.
Yep. And look, obviously not the case here. This is a Phoenix mirror match. Both of these teams are bought in on the Phoenix meta, but yeah, listen, by all the data, still Phoenix in non-mirrors is so dominant right now, it's crazy. If you are not picking the agent up, you are missing out, in my opinion. But this Furia team, they've been a team that have just been all meta coming into this stage. Every map, it feels like they have the optimized meta comp. They're making the most of the shotguns. They're making the most of Neon. They're making the most of the Outlaw. Just everything that's broken in Valorant right now, they're trying to push to the limit.
But that has required some reinvention. Because coming into stage 1, Koala Noob has like 10,000 rounds on Jet, Yoru, Omen, 30 on Phoenix.
And a ton of opping, which he's not doing on the Phoenix anymore. So yeah, kind of having to reinvent himself as a player a little bit, establish himself in, though it is still a duelist, just a very different look as a duelist, a brawly duelist.
Yeah, always refighting right into that space.
Well, here is the brawly duelist, though. Alum is all the way in with the Judge, of course, right into Flowers.
Prowler comes his way, Cryo a little bit low, but still perched up on the line.
And our other Judge Neon got a kill across the other side of the map, and will now be trying to run to A.
Yeah, Timo out of the picture though. Nerve missing here for Fury, a little bit dangerous on this attack side to go in without that controller, and bang, just slides around the corner. Alan, not a damn thing he can do about it. Kwanu does not have any armor. That's a Blaze Wall that's going to come up to further delay this foray for Furia. In fact, they're sort of running out of rope. It's Artazine, though, that really gives him a lifeline with his pick here through Secret.
Yeah, now it's an easy double back. They just have to break this trip. Unlucky. Unlucky. Rotate for 100 Thieves could come a little bit faster, but they are super apprehensive about someone on Furia being left as a loose end for them to try to tie up. But that's not the case. They all get to the site, but want to fight forward together, and it looks like Cryo's aware. Look, he knows what's happening. He's slow.
Flashed, but they've got to push into this position. Cryo can also just opt for a rifle if he needs to. This now means that Fury are at risk of a pinch if Cryo gets active.
Teemo has one flash to get out of this close.
Is this going to be enough? EU's going to be on the line, and you better believe he's going to hold M1 with a flash. Comes to call. It's a Nebula thrown down on top of him, but Koala can support from Halls. Time, it's starting to tick. They're going to go for it. Teemo now without a flash, it's Raw. In onto the side, pinged out though by the Horde. The timing for EU was so nice to deploy that bit of util. And Arzine drops down like Batman. It's on Cryo, who frankly isn't in a position to participate.
He was just so scared to try to get involved in that situation. It was basically a 3-on-3 for the rest of 100 Thieves who were trying to get into sight. Fury just applied so much pressure onto him early. He was super weak, and so he just feels like, what is even my timing to get up and help? So you can see how uncomfortable he is in that position that Furia put him in, and then from there, yeah, they're basically just playing a 3-on-3 on site. The haunt was great. And that timing for the collapse from Artson as well.
And they're constantly looking
super
for
good.
Cryo. He just never shows. Doesn't feel like he can. It's a 3-round game here. The gun round clutched back by Furia. And now a nightfall, they're ready for EU.
100 Thieves' economy is dangerously low. This is a must-win round for them. They're going to be on eco for the next. Cryo just solo in main. Of course, he can just teleport away, but he's going to need help. They try to collapse. Vora, beautiful peek.
Yeah, Cryo's going to be stuck here. Vora's going to have to peek out again from that smoke if there's a push through main, but this stall util is going to be enough to allow 100 Thieves to reset on this A side. Look where Cryo now has moved to, and there's more art presence from the defenders.
Yeah, look at how quick 100 Thieves are to adjust when they think that there could be a full A main push coming through. You had Teemo immediately over there throwing the molly. Vora takes the peek, throws the Prowler. Like, they are ready to stuff that choke.
Is the util here for a re-clear of art for Furia? It's a little light. They've got Koala Noob's flash.
Absolutely,
that's it.
Yeah, they have to wait for this Haunt to get back up. Oh, that's a nice little peek from Koala. And now Bang is fully isolated.
Risky
He's
business.
Got to get one at least.
We need more, I think, than that. One's all he's going to get, though. And Blazewall's going to cut off any play out of upper. That'll allow Furia to plant pretty safely.
Planting for long, Nightfall for the post plant as well. Koala's still got a flash and a molly to play with. So Furia can take a little timing to try and double swing out together off of a flash when 100 Thieves are trying to get back into sight. Look at this flank though, Timatino.
Yeah, I'm watching this fade util closely. Nightfall's going to come on out here. Boris Horn. So there's a bit of a ping. Kowalnu spotted. Oh, Timo, what a transfer! He doesn't know there's going to be a player, though, in halls, and he's going to have to get there. Cryo, though, deep on the side. They don't know about the chamber. He's got to make use of this timing, though. Now he's at risk of just being overwhelmed, and EU,
oh my
straight down B long, finds Timo.
What a play from EU. That's nasty. Furia do a really nice job working themselves around the map there, staying safe. As soon as Timo revealed himself, he gets that really nice opening kill. But then the remaining two players just double up back halls.
One enemy
They take that fight, and then EU knows he can just slice the pie to isolate Timo at long, not be exposed to main. That's being held by his teammate. Furia, in terms of the fundamentals, are just so top tier. So top tier.
And now they get to dictate the pace wide. It feels like we're starting to see a shift in the tides. Especially with 100 Thieves knocked down to this weak bye and an outlaw in hands of EU. And as he's told us many times before on mic, secretly an Oppa.
That's the new him.
Yeah.
2026
Says I'm an Oppa, guys. You better believe.
Ops, Outlaws. Having Cryo on his team was just, you know...
Holding him back, if you will.
It was dimming his shine.
They got a narrative
And
getting
look
mixed
at him
here.
go.
He was a little susceptible to a random timing from halls there, which he's checking.
Yeah, this one's really going to come down to, do Furia gamble wrong and hit B? Do we bet on black or red? And just to find out what happens, man. Unless Cryo just, no, does not get the kill, so.
Okay. Seen him pushing up on a lot of corners so far this game, but just doesn't really have the weaponry for it. That's just nice timing. I mean, frankly, 100 Thieves know that at least the EU is there. Here's the rotate back over towards this A side as Furia have gotten in.
Koala's,
but laterally they'll plot.
He's asking for the spike so he can get it down. Boston gets this fight. We've got a round.
Okay, here is that fast lane Arsenal looking, trying to find his opponent behind door number A. It was Alim. But Arsenal's going to be brought down. Still, 100 Thieves cut down to 3 players with just that outlaw, the notable weapon. And Kowalnu's able to use a run it back just to get that free clear.
Yeah, not mad at that. He gets the plant down, so he gets that orb, just goes for it immediately.
Oh,
Oh my God! All right. Insane little slide kill for the last one. That ace just kind of
came out of
thin
nowhere.
air. Where did that one come from, man? What?
Alim, of course, number 3 for KDs over stage 1 on all Neon players. Number 4 in ACS. Really been putting on a show.
And number 1 in judge abuse.
Well, you know, it's a subjective stat line, yeah.
Oh my God.
I think you load that one from Kowalnu.
Really did not think there was an ace happening there. I'm going to be honest. Like it felt like the game was slowing down for a second. B, while 100 Thieves go for the A fight. Quick molly over top. And then try to play into that orb if you can. How much do Furia want to commit to this fight, though?
And they say why? Nothing wagered, nothing gained. Yeah, Furia don't fancy it. That was the Phoenix Molly lineup there.
the util for util just keeps everybody scared and hesitant to do anything too proactive. And so this is pretty standard. You go for the little A fight, leave one guy jiggling in main, and then you send your Fade and your Phoenix to go for the Art Reclear. This is kind of a standard A protocol.
We've seen this from 100 Thieves a lot in half.
Furia, do they want to work into this full A hit, though? Yeah, they do. Bang his back sight. He's isolated, just needs to play to live.
There's a turret, though, in Plaza that's going to spot this out from 100 Thieves, so they're going to have to make something of this position pretty quickly, because look how deep they're pushing back behind Spawn. It's Alim on a long line. It's going to make it very hard for Timo to be brought back in.
Did Artson actually find the timing on this? You can see Vora is so concerned before he sends out that Prowler.
Prowler's going to be shot. Alim still on a deep line. Cryo aware.
How can he get involved, though, with that off?
Yeah, how do they scale into this 100 Thieves to try and stop this hit? Kowalnu on the site, flashing, but all of a sudden Arsenal appears. I don't think you could tell if that was Alim or Arsenal. Confused, perhaps, as the Neons are everywhere all at once, and Alim's looking for another big round by the looks. Overdrive at the ready. Artazine in the perfect position to deal with Vora now. It's done on Cryo and Bang, and Alim still finds yet another one. It's tight, though. It's close. Bang here has to win this out, but time is simply not on his side. And Artazine's going to be able to walk away victorious.
Alim is an absolute beast right now. 2 rounds back-to-back, complete takeover. The little swaps between the rifle back to the ult were pretty sick. That second kill he got as well onto Timo was huge. That was just before that divide was getting placed down. And he's able to just work around either side of the wall. Oh my god.
Nice, guys, come on!
He is insane.
We've got an even game now. Furia fighting back after losing the second pistol of this map.
100 Thieves are going back for this A fight. Last time they didn't commit, just threw the early util and then go, yeah, and it's right back towards the art reclear. Same as last round. I mean, this is literally the identical of the last round that they're setting up right now.
The difference is, where's the KJ turret?
It just hasn't been placed yet for Artson, but Fury are now on the A main reclear. Unless it got broken, I mean,
maybe.
I know. Maybe, but
could have been like a B-long turret. Either way, that could have allowed 100 Thieves to get into Plaza for free. That actually now has to be physically watched by EU.
So A main is being controlled this time by Fury. Obviously, last round they just pivoted into the full exec, but they're going to try to work the map a little bit. They're going to discover if they try to go prod towards Street or Art that trip is nowhere to be found. It is placed super passively.
Yeah. Arzene's just going to have a look, I think. Start jiggling this door. Yep.
And so if you're Cryo pushed up it long, you're just relying on Asuna being able to get the info for you, holding on B. And then you need to win a B main fight and retain that space. But it's going to be towards A again for oh no, brother. You are caught way too close.
Perfect timing there for Kwaanoob yet again. He's got 6 sets from it. Timo fights back into the space. And that's the art presence now down for Furia. Look how quickly Nerve had to do a heel turn to get on out. Arzene wins on out over at the B side. And that has opened the door now for Furia to get their 10th.
Cryo just doesn't have the info on Street when the trip is placed that passively, right? So they're just able to walk all the way down on him. Artson catches him completely unaware. And now Bang and Timo in this 2 versus 3. I like Artson's position here. Will 100 Thieves clear this? No, they won't. So Artson just has the perfect backstab.
Nerve saw that. He knows 100 Thieves are about to get into that. And that's the timing for Arzene. Nerve just had to spot someone pushing and give up the space. And Furia notch up their 10th. Another L for the weird sort of passive B-side setup here with, you know, the chamber exposed.
Yeah, late into the round, it's just having that trip placed so far back, it's just not finding any use for Cryo. And so he's like, yeah, there could be someone here, but it puts him in such a disadvantageous position to try to take that fight against Art, who's been playing the B-side very well. Production, reduce quality audio by 20%. The loudest player on any team in the globe. I respect it.
Once again, 100 Thieves have posted up on his B-long. They're just going to, okay, multi-swing it. Cryo's going to be brought down yet again. It's just really Sheriffs to work with now, and that Prowler's going to get a lot of info. Timo on the swing out of the smoke, finds one, and Arsena also chimes in. That's the Killjoy down. Vora might be rewarded here for this off-angle forward posting now as he sees Alan run his way and has to change target.
Don't worry, buddy. In about a month, you'll never have to deal with that exact jump pattern again. Let's see if 100 Thieves can find success on this 2 versus 3. Austin is pretty fast on the safe flank, and he'll have a shot at a 1v1, but Nerve is so ready, so aware.
Bang did recover an Outlaw here, but has to walk up on that site with no information. What started as a trickle is threatening to become a flood for Furia. It's Alan and Arzene lead the way for this Furia squad to come back in.
Yeah, unfortunately, Vora in that position with just the Sheriff. Wants to retain a main control. 100 Thieves, they had a nice little proactive play earlier in the round with a flash out to get the weapons, but they're just not able to work into an actual 3-on-3. Furia do a nice job picking them apart, and now have an opportunity to get the match point with a couple very strong ultimates. Kwaanoob has his ready to go.
He's early push out of doors here.
That's a cool little flash to get into Art quickly for Alan.
What's Alan supposed to do after this relay bolt goes off? He's got some information, but it's dangerous. He's overwhelmed. Still trying to hold his own. It's going to be EU pushing up. Cryo only finds one with the op. And this is wild. Fury able to stave off 100 Thieves' aggressive slant on this round. Look at where these defenders are dying. Look at the X's inside Plaza. That's 100 Thieves just running at them. That's a big
worried
kill.
for a second, but with the spike down, 100 Thieves have a chance. How many 2v3s are these guys going to get into? This one is must win, though.
So much map control for Furia on the A side.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at Vora and Spawn. He knows someone could be walking through on him. That's exactly the case. But the timing just isn't there. Has to check towards the sewer door.
Has Koala
right
had
Koala
any
peeks.
bad timing moments this game? Like any? They've all been perfect.
Now Bang knows they're going to go back towards this A side. He's
dragging his keister.
Kept at bay for a moment on account of the wall, but...
And this is a safe plant, of course, on the other side of the kiosk. It's a player pretty deep in towards Secret. Bang, takes his 1v1. I tell you what, bro, if you win this... Slowly, some art presence being taken up by Nerve. No real crossfire presence here. Bang just strays into the sights of Koala Noob, who has two very impactful frags. The previous one where he finds that timing on Nerve is, or rather, I think it was on EU, is just brutal.
This was so nice. Look, I was going to call this out, and then it would have been a caster curse because I was about to talk about how cerebral EU was, and then Bang just shot him in the side of the head. Yep. So luckily I didn't absolutely curse it, but EU is just such a cerebral player. This guy is genuinely incredible. They go for that massive play, fighting into Art, and he immediately turns around and is ready to just delete the flank from 100 Thieves, and that cracks the round open. They win it from there. He's genuinely incredible. He's so good.
100 Thieves have just completely lost control of this game. Their map pick wanted to bring something different in, something other than the usual split opener. It may have blown up in their face. Look at this give of Plaza. Play off the bot contact and just take the fights. They come in ones and twos, and it's all too easy for Fury to pluck those heads off.
They were just so aware that something aggro from 100 Thieves could be coming down mid, and now Cryo, maybe with an opportunity to be a hero. He was outstanding on that attack half, but it feels like, honestly, of no fault of his own, he just hasn't even been able to have an opportunity to play the game much on defense. Nothing really coming his way. That's a beautiful first shot.
Certainly gaming now, but this lockdown could be a bit of an issue. It's going to force him to give up hold of the site. 100 Thieves have to now bank in the fact that their flanking duo is unknown.
Are they going to fully split up? So they're going to leave one-man Bang on the flank. Isolated fight against Nerve could genuinely decide the round here.
Bang in a 1v1 here. Has to win this one out, and Nerve's able to shut him down. Blazewall going to be deployed over to the side for 100 Thieves, maybe to give them a way in. Cryo's already sneaking out ahead of his mark, cheating onto the side. Artesina awaits him on the other side of this wall, though, and he is going to be revealed. There's Timotino trying to fight him with a flash, but it's Cryo down, and Timo is all alone. Furia surge back into the game, delivering an L to 100 Thieves on their map of choice.
They need him the most right now, and we have seen him be a monster on every other duelist he has played so far. He's got to do it right now.
If 100 Thieves want to be in playoffs, it's got to start now. They may as well treat this game like their final, because the loss here means they won't taste post-stage Valorant.
Well, they have sent Austin on a crazy mission to insert himself in the garage. Oh my god, got the weapon swap, but instantly traded out by Nerve. Thing is, though, all of that happens, and 100 Thieves haven't really gotten too much space off the back of it. And matter of fact, there's a push down mid now from Nerve after he gets that kill into window. So Furia are on the rotate towards the safe side.
There's a ton of Cypher util. They're going to get early warning about this wrap, right? But there was time enough for Fury to get into these positions. And Koala doesn't have to fully commit. His timing is just crazy. By the way, he just steps back as the paranoia comes through.
What a kill for Vora to find EU a little bit baited into that peak and punished for it. Now Alim posted up another Sheriff. Weak players on 100 Thieves.
An ace in the previous map for Alim. Oh, I love that paranoia that came in through from behind. Ends up being a 1-for-1 as Alim touches down, tries to slide through, but Bang has the stopping power. It's on Nerve, the classic. He's got to go huge here, and Bang barely hangs on.
Just can't get it done with the jumping right click. Bang just turned on Alim there. That was a sick shot, it looked like. Furia really had a good read on the situation, getting this rotate fast. You can see off that contact and spawn, EU wanted to get the swing out, but Vora was super prepared for it.
I mean, you can see, but I'm going to say it anyway.
That Furia pistol
that was
round.
That was a very tense round. Yes, another
I thought
Furia
you were going to say
pistol round.
the pistol round percentage, it's
bad.
dropping.
But Bang was the stand-up
soon,
player.
Though, honestly. It can only go back up.
Yeah, by the dip. Bang was the standout player in his crew.
You're not getting that orb, buddy.
Denied away by the relay bolt. Arsena playing close to the blaze wall. He sees the orb is still there. He's going to go for it. Behind his Aldrone, expect him to slide up into the action. Flash around the corner.
Rotate. Look at this. All of them there.
I mean, Furia, they hit the paranoia. Now they can fan out around this. Allen's able to fire one with the bandit, and Iggy from the other side is connecting these shots. Classics ring out. Another re-flash around the corner for Koala Noob, who's always looking to fight. He's down to one. This is winnable, especially with Artazine tearing Vora's head off. Teemo's got to judge, and now the long line being played by Artazine to make it interesting. But Teemo found a classic of his own. And 100 Thieves fight hard for these rounds.
100 Thieves just love to make it tense for their fans. Respect. It's the exact same open as Pearl, by the way. Pistol round win, and then down to a 1 versus 1 to actually convert the anti-eco. Furia were so fast to flood back into the site there. They disconnect Asuna from the pack, get that first kill, and well, almost disaster. But Teemo with a huge clutch. Listen, we called upon him so far. He has stepped up. They need a lot more of that from him, though. He's got the Bulldog in this round, which is actually the best weapon anyone on 100 Thieves have on account of what just happened, so.
Molly line up there to deny the corner tuck from 100 Thieves. And EU's going to watch the cross, but it's covered by a Cyber Cage.
If you had like a little Omen TP there, you're just going to get fried. Oh, what a double swing. What a kill from Teemo. That's lovely.
Great way to open up into this site. This is Furia brought up to the gills.
Look at the rotate from Furia. They're so fast to try to get towards A. Cryo with that jiggle peek did spot out the Outlaw.
I mean, those A retakes are hell to try and play into his defenders. Clear that Fury want to get ahead of it if they can.
They've got to cross back, and if they want to leave, they have to be worried about the Outlaw, but they're just going to fully re-clear long.
The noise cut here. Does it pull players off of the side for Furia? Does Koala Noob risk a peek down into Sui here?
Yeah, it looks like, if anything, it's encouraging them to try to re-push for information.
I think they're going to pull off the side after this. No one was spotted inside sewer. How much longer can 100 Thieves force to drag this? But there's so much info being gained by Artazine on the other side of the map. He can see so deep. He's got a camera as well watching the B side. Furia are not fooled at all. They are staying here, Wyatt. And it's about to get ugly. Koala Noob there and EU able to notch up a couple. It's Cryo at least with the Sheriff, but it is 100 Thieves now limping in this later stage of the round. They've got to lead, but look who's watching the flank. It's Artazine pushing up and taking that space. He's going to see the push out of window. Turns the flash, gets rid of Teemo. Now he is knocked to the ground. It's Bang who tried to get out of the window, and Furia have read this perfectly.
Good positioning there from Art, just tucking in the corner, waiting for his teammates to rotate to him to peek from B main. But 100 Thieves, I think they can be content enough with how that round goes. They end up getting 3 kills. Get some ult orbs going for the team as well. Teemo's just 1 away from having his ult. Vora does have his ult now, so some wins in the loss there.
Every lane basically covered though by Artazine. Camera in B. He had a trip inside garage. He was also pushed up on the C side.
Is there going to be a little solo Koala Noob flash type play out of garage? No, definitely not. With that much pressure, Asuna's caught though.
I love that he goes for that anyway. He's going to be flashed out though, and no chance to make use of that ultimate. It's Teemo with the run it back. Knocked aside by Artazine. Now another flash for Teemo to fight into the space. You'd expect so, but Alan solo swings that blaze wall. Artazine can't help.
Think there are going to be 2 there. And so he is just caught. That's a really crucial kill from Bang to pick up.
The blaze wall is a massive punish.
Yeah, it definitely comes at the cost of a lot of Bang's HP, but he'll take that every day.
Aldrone re-clear into B. This should make Artazine a little bit suspicious now about where the rest of 100 Thieves are cooped up.
100 Thieves is right now there, relaxed and a bit hesitant, just waiting out for any kind of re-push potentially towards A. You see Vora over there, and Cryo just seeing if something would happen, C long.
He's playing against the Cypher, so unlike Pearl, he can't take these deep lurks into the map.
Obviously, 100 Thieves have been heavily favoring going A at the ends of these rounds, and you have to feel that that is influencing Furia's decision to get over on that side of the map, and there's actually a smoke thrown towards lobby there to make it seem like people are trying to cross just in case someone is at long or was jiggling short, getting into C for free.
Yeah, 100 Thieves are working that conditioning angle. Wyatt, here's the cross. Artazine gets one. That is massive. And it also slows things up somewhat. Getting into this C side is still going to be questionable, though, for Furia. But Artazine is going to be on the long flank.
Yeah, Bang, such low HP going up against the Odin. That is a nightmare. Vora now as well. Oh, the spam damage is so heavy. No one can break that for him.
Sick dart there from EU. No one can, no one would. Unclear if the desire or the inclination is the issue. What a nasty shocky there from EU. And Artazine cries in a great spot at all. And yet, he's able to find 2 now. Artazine steps up. Pinged out. Cryo knows exactly what's coming, but can he handle the heat? Another check. Artazine spotted now on the site. He's happy to give his presence away. Cryo is so low and tries to stay alive.
No problem.
And he may well have done enough. No time. Boom!
Oh my god!
Doesn't get much closer than that, folks.
Wow, what an attempt from Cryo. That was so sick. With the cam just over and over. I don't know what happened there that couldn't have been broken. Maybe no one had the angle on it, and Thor just kind of hoped he could get the kill and go 1 for 1. Oh my god. Doesn't really get much closer than that, does it?
That's huge. Remember, Artazine is the one who's able to catch that cross and then wrap around late.
Felt like it sucked the life
It's a
out of
tilted.
100 Thieves, who are now on the eco. Teemo's got an outlaw to work with. Only one player has a light armor on Furia, though.
Heavy trips on the ace side for Artazine.
Now he can one-shot at you.
Down to 10 with the Odin. A little uncomfortable for EU. An early spot there on at least the Neon inside garage. Okay, Bang's going to get forward. Kwanu taken down. Bruin's going to have a chance to use that ultimate. Gosh darn it. Artazine up on the line, playing safe here. Had to be respectful of the flutter to Alum now. He knows he needs to do a heck of a lot of work in the side here, trying to play his life. And he does it beautifully. Spike loose, 3 for Alum, make it 4 from the Duelists.
That is so sick. Alum has just had those moments multiple times in this match already. Insane performer. I love as well when you listen into the Furia calls. He's kind of just there. Everyone else, EU especially, they're providing such incredible info, and Alum is just killing everyone in the meantime.
Oh, Toro!
And he does it very well. Production, minus 50% audio. I would pick to have in an old situation, right? So this is going to be a super tough round for them to actually get across the finish line. It's not even looking at the fact that EU also just has an Odin, which is obnoxious, and Furia want to go for an aggro play down mid. The walk down, if there's contact, you get a flash from Kuala Noob out garage. Just goes for the jiggle peek on that one. Look at this from 100 Thieves to teleport into back sight.
Let's listen in.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Take a garage. They know. Too be short, too be short. Run it down short, run it down short.
They have 5 volts.
Nice. Kneel on me.
Nice, you have ult, man.
I know exactly.
I'll flash the flood when they flood. Oh, wait.
Going heaven one. I'm holding heaven.
Picking
One heaven. Peeking heaven.
I can flash spawn.
Stop flooding. I've heaven. Darting.
Scanning ahead.
Heaven dead.
What a kill for Cryo to find Teemo now playing close with that flash, just waiting for the opportune moment to use it. That would be right about now.
Okay, flash turn, but not quickly enough, 100 Thieves. As long as they can set up a post-plant scenario on A, you feel like they've got to be favored.
Kind of want to know what the energy was like for 100 Thieves after winning the round there, because it felt very
Tense.
low. It felt tense and low, more so than calm and controlled in a way. Now listen, this is some armchair psychology, but listen, that's how I'm reading into it a bit.
Yeah, definitely some energy there. Important round to keep 100 Thieves heads up. Remember, it's another game, another map where they win the pistol, convert the next round, then lose the bonus and struggle.
Kind of keeps Furia's econ down. They want to go for the mid push again. It wasn't spotted out before, but this time a little variation. It's Alum who's going to try to slide out of doors with his ult, I presume.
Oh, they're ready for this. Yeah, flash out of mid-window. A little wayward on the outlaw shots, but there's plenty of guns trained in the right direction. And that's the mid foray for Furia, completely punished.
Yeah, 100 Thieves have actually shown in multiple games now that they are really proficient at stopping the aggro mid pushes. It wasn't working for Crew against them either.
They have protocols for getting into window there.
Yeah, they're very good in that situation.
They did invest like a Phoenix Flash and a Neon slide, but they respect the potential for it at least. Now, obviously, as you can imagine, this is a pretty challenging situation for Furia to deliver in. EU, and Artazine, who in his debut in VCT back in 2024, he was 1-9 after Stage 1 and Stage 2. And now, leading this Furia team, looking for that number 2 seed.
7 for 1 in Americas this year. Looking to make it 8-1 today. And
to glow up.
The way they've been playing, I definitely believe. That's a nice little adjustment from Cryo, but like I was saying, 100 Thieves, they're just really good at stopping these mid pushes. They have great protocol for dealing with it.
Can Cryo do more?
I mean, yeah, he's on Cypher and he's at 10-5 right now. It's pretty outrageous. All right, Timatino is sticking to this Outlaw, which is an interesting choice right now. I mean, the economy isn't perfect for Furia, but they've only got one light armor. At some point, you'd love for him to be able to get an orb and use it on an execute this round.
Wouldn't
Maybe
make
then
sense with
he'll
an Outlaw.
swap over with someone, though, and they'll do a quick gun swap in the moment. We'll see if that is the situation they find themselves in, as they are taking A long for free.
He's going to give his Outlaw to his Neon. Heavily tripped here, this A side. And stopping power against these fast-moving duelists to Neon is premium. It's like a crossfire setup here over towards B main. No aggressive push down by Furia this round, though, and really limited garage presence.
Yeah, 100 Thieves just threw a smoke in the top of garage, so Cryo could try to work in here.
Okay, Cryo looking to take the fight, and honestly, you'd back him 9 times out of 10, but it's EU that he ran into.
100 Thieves want to work in here quickly.
Oh, this util is too much. There's just so much to try and fight through. Arzino is quickly going to be overwhelmed by the presence coming out of sewer. And Alan with the judge is on the outside looking in.
Yeah, and my Outlaw Phoenix ult is in deep and gets out. Austin is caught. Bang trying to get in, do something to support. I like the teleport to Graffiti, and
the Outlaw finds
picks up the angle, yeah.
Gualu wants to flash in, but it's really all bark, no bite. Had to wait for Nerve to pick up this position in heaven. He spots Timo. Where do you go from here? You've got a smoke here, and Paranoia is what Gualu could play off. He's going to go into that dark cover. Bang's going to be paranoid out, but still finds success there. Quality was outside of his near sight range, and he still finds the kill. Now it's Nerve, healthy enough, sure, but he doesn't know where Timo is. And Timo's sitting on his last flash. Nerve looks to maybe just work this angle, slice the pie, but doesn't respect that tight corner. What a win for Timo! 9 health and a dream. The flash was superfluous.
Desperately needed from Timo. That was a really sick round. Bang with a crucial duel there, by the way. I mean, he was the early hero that got them back into this. I mean, 100 Thieves, brother, they're executing into that site with the Outlaw Phoenix ult. He's running it down with Austin.
Through 2 trips, by the way.
Crazy.
Yeah, 2 trips, cyber cage.
This is crazy, man. But they get away with it. And they've got Furia back. Early plays, just finding a way to catch off Sen over and over. They were winning rounds, it felt like, before they even started. 4 out of their 6 round wins came from killing everyone. No defuses, right? But against 100 Thieves, that has not really worked yet.
Pretty low bought round here for Furia. A couple of stingers. Heavy garage presence early. So some nice little kill trips set up on this C side here. Should Artazine be able to play off them? As you'd expect, though, 100 Thieves trying to take their time here. Big damage on Vora already from that first exchange.
Yeah, he must have just taken a Sheriff headshot somewhere at long range, right? But 100 Thieves apply a little bit of pressure to Garage. They're going to force a reclear, and now they want to reclear towards A. And it seems like Furia are getting the idea that this is going to be their maneuver, as 2 of them are ready to post up here. And
EU needs to be very
both
careful.
Of the stingers, actually, so there is some real danger for 100 Thieves right now. Furia have the read on this situation perfectly.
They're into the site. TP from Nerve here, just to get a better vantage point, but Arsena going to be mindful about where he's playing from now. Okay, I like the clear here on towards Cryo's position, looking to overwhelm the Cypher. Oh, goes wrong. Pick the fire with the wrong Cypher, apparently. And blink and you'll miss it. 4 players from Furia. Simply vaporize. It's on Artazine, who, again, doesn't really have any cards to play this round.
Cryo really has just been stunning today. Even now picking up the Cypher, he is still putting up numbers for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, so much of our narrative coming into this game was that Cryo has done his heavy lift map, and it still wasn't enough. And then he simply decides to do it again.
Yeah, just go even harder on an agent where it's less likely you're getting into situations where you can get a lot of kills.
It's giving plus ultra, that's for sure.
Timo doesn't even need this kill, but he'll get it anyway. He'll just turn on Artsin for the love of the game to get an 11th kill.
That's D1 hating, bro. 3 rounds in it now. 100 Thieves playing with a kind of pace here that's been a little bit tricky for Fury to answer. But honestly, like, you could break it down to them wanting purchase on this A side, get into a post plant if they can, and
That's so. I mean, they really thought Cryo was tucked there. Then he just swings out a little bit deeper off the wall and fries both their brains. Love that from him.
I mean,
listen, Cryo, he's been talking about how badly he wants to win one of these international events. It's been a while since 100 Thieves have been able to get to one, and
saying how all his friends are going to them and he wishes them well, but he kind of wishes he was a part of it too. Must be tough sitting on the sidelines. It was only Shanghai we've seen these guys at.
100 Thieves, they're always, feels like they're always so close yet so far.
Yeah, every playoffs, but hardly any of the globals. It's a difficult moniker to shake because they're looking at the same fate. If they don't find success here, they won't even get into playoffs.
All right, they've ran it into B off of this Phoenix ult. Timotino gets a ton of space for the team. Down in the post plant, they maybe could work with Austin's ult. Cryo on that late flank. He gets just deleted by Allen.
Straight into the fetal position for the Cypher. Here's Bang pushing up, finds one through the smoke. Well, you make your own luck, they say.
Yeah, Vora great on flank watch, and Bang's paranoia was excellent at just dividing the team up. Timo caught. Maybe that gives Furia an opening, but realistically, the time is so low and the money is so low. Yeah, you don't want to just be throwing away the Odin into this, that extra investment of cash to get you the weapon again. And 100 Thieves are able to get away with this round. Just a quick little B pop, working that Phoenix ult to take the space, and then that additional quick little util layer after. Paranoia just really disrupts Furia, trying to get in from that C link. You could see Koala Noob was just caught in the sight, blinded up, completely exposed.
This was the map. Obviously, 100 Thieves lost a crew last week, but they really seem quite tight on these attack side protocols. Straight fighting in the site. Obviously, Timo gets in that deeper info with that runner back, like you mentioned, but yeah, that flurry of kills, so 100 Thieves come out ahead now. 5 rounds in a row.
It's funny, a couple of times on both maps, we've seen Alum have the read on where Cryo has been on these late flanks coming in. He expects it, and that time he does get the catch on him. Last time on Pearl, Cryo got him. Off for Alum, though, puts it up on a long. Going to get smoked off.
And he's
there's that molly with the teleport. It paid off this time. It was a Chekhov's gun when we saw it on like round 2 or whatever that was.
Yeah, Bang down to 69. Alum now looking into sewer. Cryo looking for a timing off at this time. Paranoia catching on to the Neon as well. Here's the push on into the fast lane, straight out of the Cyber Cage, and it's all too easy. Arzine slapping him down. Being rewarded for setting up the Cypher util. And now it's just clean up crew, folks. Nothing more to it than that. Fury know they've got to get ahead of these post-plant scenarios, otherwise things could go wrong for them. It's going to be Vora, though, stuck in the 1v2. And a double face setup will account for him. But it's a costly round for Furia.
Orton does a great job holding the site there, varying up the setup just a little bit. And then on top of that, I like the Koala Noob just uses the ult in this moment to basically certify the round win. And it was Bang who had teleported, used his ult to get under heaven, so Koala just catches him with that.
The double layer of trips on A has been tough for 100 Thieves to deal with. Coming back into this round, though, Hardest Fury up for Vora. Arsenal also might be set up to make a fast play behind this overdrive. It's going to be that aggressive push down mid for Fury. Look at them already. Nose to the barrier. Alum on a walk.
And caught straight away. Is there going to be a moment where Koala tries to actually fight out a garage, though?
Surely not.
That's such a high-risk play to make.
I know exactly where.
Well, you might have no choice now. You've got to go for the pop here before the neural theft comes in. McQuarrie. Ooh, he would have been lucky to be alive. At best, he gets caught inside garage. Arzine tries to refight into the space. Apropos nothing gets caught out by this Hunter's Fury. It's the 100 Thieves' signature spicy pace that catches Fury off guard.
And Nerve tries to teleport in to beat the timing here, but he's, oh my god, right into the molly, and he's picked up. Oh, yeah, no, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked. That's a great 100 Thieves round. Again, they're proficient at this aggression denial. Allen trying to go down mid, caught immediately. Furia have a setup that's fully invested towards mid. They had a trip all the way back A. They gave that site completely. 100 Thieves find the advantage, play into Cryo's ult that forces Furia's hand. They know they have to get aggressive in that moment. And again, 100 Thieves are so good at denying the aggression. They shut them down, super fast C pivot. Who's made it look like that was just no issue at all here. Every mid-push attempt from Furia shut down. And then late in those rounds, we saw Timotino really step up. He's putting up some solid numbers right here and finding high-impact kills.
I must wait a moment.
Cry here, solo over towards C. Cam cleared very quickly.
And the sub-narrative is, will 100 Thieves drop Furia's pistol round win percentage below
30?
30%? They're trying their best.
I swear their kickoff pistol round win rate was stellar. Well, how the tides change. Fury with a belated step towards mid. And Arsenal's not really watching the approach here. Might be Timo picking up the line. Well, picked up a hole in his head as well. That might be enough here for, yeah, even like calling a cancel. Try and make use of the space that Artisan's making on the A side.
Exactly. With a minute on the clock and R pushed all the way up long, they do not need to overcommit into B. 100 Thieves have gotten 2 players backside on A, though, and Asuna is in position to get there right away. So 100 Thieves really have a fighting chance here. They've made a nice rotation.
Okay, some stall util, but it's going to be played ahead of by the looks of things. Bang caught inside a relay bolt. Things are slowing down, though, here for Furia. Through the cyber cage they go. It's going to be Alum finding his one, at least, and from hell, he is absolutely sitting on the throne. 3 for Alum in the round, and it's now on Cryo, who frankly is not in the same postcode.
Spike planted.
Yeah, time definitely going to be against them. This has been a hell of a series for Alum. He really has been phenomenal today. So many multi-kill rounds.
Yeah, much more than just making space and trading himself or getting traded. You know, most Neons here are like a 1 KD, like a 0.95 at best.
He's making the space and then also killing everyone. That's crazy. The people he's making space for can't even get the kills because he's making the space and killing them. It's nuts, man.
Like I said, he's already number 3 for KD of all Neons so far in Americas. I think he's padding it not much more this time around.
The adjustment onto 4 there. 100 Thieves had the nice rotate. They got everybody into the A side. They read the situation correctly, but...
Hey, Dan, thank you!
They did have Cryo watching down C long, so it's, you know, it's basically a 2-site map at that point. But yeah, they didn't want to play, no one wants to play post-plant on A. You see these early rotates to A all the time, just in case.
Okay, interesting little double smoke from 100 Thieves towards A long. They want to get Timotino that orb if they can.
More of a default look here in this round, but as EU, he just deals with Cryo, and I feel like finding the Cypher early. Yep, yeah.
Back with the Outlaw.
He's an Oppa, guys. Certainly means you're going to play into the C side now. You still got the Outdrone. You didn't have to use that.
And Furia, they are on the Orb Max adventure. They got the 1 for Koala. He's got the Spike. So he's already going to be at 4. And then he's going to run around and see if he can kill some more people, probably.
Arsenal looks dangerous.
But maybe gun swap. You don't want to lose the Phantom.
Fury here can sit in this for the time being. 100 Thieves likely simply want to expire to the explosion. Picking up the pistol round, important for Fury to clamber back into this game. Haven is their map pick. For neither team, I'd say it's been stellar. In fact, neither team have a winning record on Haven so far this stage.
Yeah, that's one of the weird parts of this just map pool that we have in this map. So we're going to Haven, where both teams are 1 and 2, and then we go to Breeze, where Furia kind of got cooked by Sen, and 100 Thieves got brutally cooked by NRG.
So 13-2, yeah.
Very interesting little map pool if we go the distance to Breeze. Now listen, back on Pearl, it was on the side swap when 100 Thieves got to defense that they were not able to hang around in the game whatsoever. So
one thing we haven't seen at all this series so far is a bonus round conversion by the team that wins the pistol. Fury here into this round, obviously maintain the Outlaw and Guardian.
Yeah, they are getting fairly close to Koala Noob's ult. They obviously played for it a lot in the last round, and they're going to throw some early util to fight down A long.
Asuna fully commits here towards A. Says he really wants to try and assert himself to this orb, but it might have blown up in his face. It's a trade, and that's what Neon does. Make space, get traded. But Artisan's
caught again. Cryo on C.
Let's listen to Furia.
No orb, no orb. No spawn smoke, guys.
Car garage.
No spawn smoke, okay?
I'm joining into garage.
Carry flank after, guys.
Garage open, garage open. I flank, I flank.
I'm playing backside. Someone break dart, please. Someone break dart. I am holding flash for fun. Flashing. Trying to flood.
Is it all 3?
Dart, guys, dart.
All 3?
I'm flashing.
Two. Phoenix missing. Phoenix walled, all 3.
Chill. One way.
Can we triple default? Can we triple default with the 1 way? Yeah. Everybody hold the one way. Come.
First smoke, carry Jenny.
Here comes the hit. Kwanu going to play off this Blaze
Can't
wall. Still no
last.
presence
Let's
from 100
spend
Thieves. A multi
first.
swing.
They're
It's
all
too
lit.
much.
120.
Kwanu's going to be overwhelmed. Now everyone on Fury are relegated to playing the cringe C-long post plant setup. Timo on the tap, brought down by the shock dart. It's going to be Artazine
Enemy remaining.
just delving in for some damage. That is a lot of shock dart kills. Are you?
100 Thieves players were just so lit up. They're all trying to get through C main. Furia able to get the catch onto Cryo. That's the pivotal moment over on that C side. Sure, he goes down on the last round to the Outlaws, Nico, whatever, but here just, yeah, it looks like he just went for a little peek. I mean, can't exactly know what was happening for them that encouraged him to do that, but regardless, he does get caught. That opens the site up, and now 100 Thieves are on to an eco round. Not looking good. This should be a 4-round run.
Yep. There's something you got to look out for is that early pick of the Cypher. Cryo this time will probably just be a living ward on the B side. This is pace. Our drone at the front door for EU. Peer over the boxes should reveal Cryo. Spotted out, pinged up. Here's a slide into the site now. 100 Thieves getting serious about defending this B side, but Artazine wins out against Tibertino. That now opens up C as a possibility. This is dragged bang onto the C side itself. He's still able to smoke out in B main. This would slow things up, but Fury are already leaning to the left side of the map.
And they're really just not encouraged to do anything that's overly committal at the moment. They still just have so much time to work with. This C site has been really easy for them to navigate. They're winning out the post plants there.
Runner back is pretty insane against these low board rounds.
Yeah, Koala could just send it in there to be careful.
Soak up
Definitely
some Marshall shots, maybe. C's just been left alone. 100 Thieves gambling on a ping across to the A side. They chose wrong.
Yeah, Fury, they're content just contacting up as a unit and trading things out. Don't feel like it's dangerous
30
enough of a
seconds
situation to even warrant the run it back.
Relay bolt, shock dart, molly. So much post plant util for Furia to work with, but sometimes you get shot, you die. And EU and Kwalo are going to play off each other here and make mincemeat of 100 Thieves. It's Vora shot in the side. Hell of a way to go. Flawless round here for Furia.
They have been absolutely crushing 100 Thieves on this half so far. This has to be the bounce back. This is really, I think, the pivotal moment that can dictate who wins out the rest of this game. Looking at the 100 Thieves ult status, they've got nothing. Koala Noob didn't use the run it back there. He saves it for this pivotal gun round.
100 Thieves need a win in this series to get themselves into playoffs. Fury don't care. They're on a side quest. They just want to lock up that second seed and be done with it.
100 Thieves have the A anchor set up with the double trip. Overstacked on B. C playing more for retake.
Alim is just walking up. Bang spotted. Flash, but Bang's going to be brought down anyway. Again, 100 Thieves good at punishing these mid-aggressive protocols on either side of the map by the looks.
Yeah,
Tibertino's running back shut down.
They can just relax. Vora might need some help, though. Catches Koala just completely unaware of that corner.
Quite happy to play on his own there.
Also, just want to say, how might need to run that back, but did Alan, what did he spot? He was just like, had the perfect angle to kill Bang, who was up top on the right.
Saw his elbow.
I kind of need to see what was going on there again. It was a pretty crazy catch from him, but 100 Thieves do a great job just like springing the trap right immediately after.
Tough for Cryo to be super relevant in a round like this, with the trips watching for him. But at the same time, Nerve is only able to throw a shallow smoke towards B and then try and play together to get this A main control. This off angle here for Cryo could completely unravel this. Is it checked for?
Enemy remaining.
That's a no.
No, nice little sidestep adjustment to get that second kill. All right, 100 Thieves are definitely back in it after running that B setup. Just a good little timing pop flash play. Alum is just holding up top for that. That's... What does he? How does he know? What, did I miss something that happened? I mean, he just has the soul read. The 100 Thieves surely must have... I don't even know, man. They do that in a scrim against him or something? Like, I don't know. Maybe I missed something, but Alum's just a genius regardless for that one.
The money's been in a good place for Furia here, though, so they can buy back into this round without too many worries, and they are still sitting on all those ultimates that you were praising them for. But here's Bang. Great opening here. Tibertino able to deal with Kwanu, but it's going to be more where that came from. EU somewhat committed. Alum also in the corner, slides across. Oh, buddy, breaks the ankles of Bang. That's the Omen out of the picture now for 100 Thieves, and they are not on this seaside anymore. We'll have to fight their way back in, but there's Trips here to watch the flank. Arsenal has to get back to safety after being flashed to smithereens, but still emerges to take Alum out of the game.
I love that from 100 Thieves, still applying the pressure even while down a player.
Look at this respect for the overdrive. They do not want to tangle with Arsenal right now. How low can it go, EU? Drop down to 10 and Arsenal might want to emerge through this wall. Cryo gets his. It's traded out. EU going to be pinged out now behind those boxes. Needs to find a swing timing, and Arsenal gets good damage on Arsenal. It's just not enough. 100 Thieves get this back to a 2-round game.
What a retake, and Asuna there plays the situation so well, so fearlessly, but just immediately that drone being used by Vora, it's a 3-on-4. He's going in, he's playing off of it. He gets this first kill onto Alum, that's excellent, and then pops the ult, throws up the fast lane, so when you're these players from Furia on site, now they could be trying to swing on you from Plat as well. It just opens up another lane they have to be concerned about in the fight. Asuna puts them in such a beautiful position to win that round, and they do. They capitalize off of his good work.
It matters so much.
Vora's turned up right now, by the way.
That was a 3-ult round from Furia that falls in a streaming heap. And now their grip on this game might again be released. 100 Thieves' first round wins for this defense side. Now to build off of it. Oh, that trip in that corner could catch out the Neon, but Alum is going to snip it and hear it first. That's the spike going loose now. Sure, Hunter's Fury into the back of the side should find some effect. And yes, Cryo is down, but Timo's already done damage. He's ahead of this. Front and center. Brings Koala Noob down. Fury reduced to 2 players now, and Timo eventually finishes the job there. Walk it.
Now it's just EU stuck behind the wall. He had the read on the flank, but it's irrelevant when all of his teammates have just gone down on the site. I was sweating while he had the Hunter's Fury out, and it looks like he was maybe get a double kill because Bang cross-map TP'd into the ult, but then TP'd out of it. All good.
So all that Fury money we talked about, that's pretty much gone now. With 100 Thieves poised to take the map. Both for these teams, strong performers on each other's map picks. It says MBS said it in the break. He said, we've got 2 similar teams with 2 similar styles, 2 identical compositions. 100 Thieves able to take it round by round.
30 seconds left.
Flood beautifully into the C hold, but EU is far from done. Has to ace clutch to get this round for Furia. And he has gotten himself into this C site. Spike is loose, it's across the way.
Vora still has the full kit, even a drone to use for this situation.
Vora and having util for the late round.
10 seconds left.
Match made in heaven. Here's that Owl drone now coming out. This is going to leave EU without time, and Timo can easily play off the drone for his 4th kill of the round.
And almost up to another ult, just 1 orb away from Timo getting a run it back. The C-site play has just been so good from 100 Thieves. Timo getting back in there to help. They're just so fast to flood and play together. The teleport cross map from Bang. Furia try to keep it simple, and 100 Thieves just have an excellent flood set up for that.
Timo's improved to 7.
Thieves deep A.
Can quickly get Furia out into A-Long. They're still going to have to contend with these multiple layers of Cypher trips, which we've seen them struggle with. Okay, there's the flash over the top. Nobody watching A-Long though. Vora now actually waits for that timing and goes for a slightly later Owl drone. This has Furia looking elsewhere.
You still can't know the exact timing with that Owl drone. Someone could have crossed short. Furia have completely left that side of the map. They're over towards B, where 100 Thieves have gotten a trio kind of stacked up.
Timo does not want to fully commit. He can obviously flash out of window, try and refight if there's a player to pick up the crossfire from C, but there's risk of running into EU if you do that. Oh, he just wins it out. Arsenal just gives him a juicy target. Can't be doing that.
Will this be a moment, though, for Furia to accelerate or just a slow... Oh, my God, the smoke drop Vora with a sick transfer. You can't let him get away with that. And now Nerv is on his lonesome in B. He doesn't want to commit to trying to get through. Alum tries to take a timing with the judge, but he's caught in the smoke as well.
It's brutal. And Furia try and go up a gear, but 100 Thieves just reach into the car and pull the handbrake on them.
He was just wondering how everyone on his team is
dead.
Dying on the other side of the map when he finds the opening, gets this free C site now. Nerv in a position where he wants to find a kill, try and get the numbers a bit more even, but doesn't have the success. Cryo's on the flank. These Furia players are going to be completely encircled on the retake. No ults to work with.
EU sitting on a trove of util, but just can't use it in this position.
Yeah, Nerve just had the one smoke, sends that out.
I mean, we need some lucky wall spam, I think, here. In a smoke, maybe? EU just needs to find a freebie to start this off, and hey, that's not too bad. It's going to be Vora and Cryo here to work the opposite angle. EU tries to swing out, but it's just too much to ask of him. And 100 Thieves move to map point.
Yeah, those are the most reliable hands you want at the end of the round right now. Cryo's so solid, and Vora is just playing out of his mind. I feel like this is the best map that we've seen from him all stage.
Jeez, on the roof.
Crazy transfer. That was so clean onto Koala.
One enemy remaining.
And again, 100 Thieves extremely strong in answering that mid-aggression. Even Vora was playing it very passive that round. Hot dog.
What you want to see, though, from 100 Thieves, even if things are going a little bit wrong, they have players that are on fire that are going to step up and win the rounds regardless.
We've seen this from Arsenal. Here's the runner back coming through. Alamule's actually pinged out there in long, and Timo fancies a little bit of argy-bargy. Runner back active, and he rips Alam's head off. Arsenal able to back him up there as well, and taking Nerve out of the picture is big. No controller left to speak of for Furia. This round gets harder and harder to win.
100 Thieves completely mix it up now, setting up the site for C and going for that aggro play A. It just works out perfectly, and you have to imagine they're going to close the map out here. Surely we're going to breeze. Koala Noob on the swing and just caught by Vora.
Not even close.
He has been relentless on Haven, and now it just feels completely inevitable.
Here. Thomas Fury is speculative.
Not even a tag. Cryo's even slipped down mid behind them.
Yes, this is inevitable now, it feels. EU having to step up with an Odin. And there's a timing here for Cryo to take. The rest of the round is actually one big timing for him based on where he's playing. And Artazine will face the music. 100 Thieves stay alive in their quest for playoffs. Winning out on Furia's chosen map. The map that Furia were dominant on last week on defense. 100 have to lose. This could be your last game for
Breeze.
it. Yeah,
I
I mean,
what else do you have? Breeze.
at this point, you may as well throw caution to the window,
Oh my
Wyatt.
God.
100 Thieves, their run in stage 1 may end here if this gambit doesn't pay off.
So they use their one smoke, one cove on the mid-cross, and now they wall all the way deep into A, just splitting the site. It's completely given up by Artsin, who will be playing on A again. He played a whole lot of A when he was on the Harbor, and he's just got to live. And now after this, 100 Thieves, no smokes, nothing.
Planted.
Yeah, really strapped of utility, with the exception of Arsenal and Flash
They
and
don't even
Molly.
have a cage. They've got nothing to obscure vision. They've got to shoot them.
But how do you...
Okay, the refresh comes in. All
Here's
good.
the high tide retake wall for Furia. Can they work this though? Tim is going to creep up pretty close to double door. It's already Alan being brought down by Bang. And it's the undercut. Nerve caught out on his own. Still, Furia able to break their way in. And my goodness, this ISO looks damn good on these pistol rounds. Oh, the double tap! Survives! And Koala Noob able to get through 3.
Yeah, he absolutely tears them apart. That ISO is so good in that situation. Timo had a really good stun, but got fully blinded up. What a shot. And then Timo tried to slide and get the kill. Just wasn't able to do it. 100 Thieves feel like they need to collapse together, but
Yes!
Koala's just looking a little too crazy in that situation. The collapse does not work.
Furia leaning into what they think might be the premier brawling duelist in ISO. Looks very good in a pistol round, to be fair. There's still much more game to be played. Important pistol round for Fury, though. Keeps them above 30% in win rate.
So Bang is going to throw that close cove. 100 Thieves are going to run into it and presumably just
Pop out.
pop out with a flash.
Sounds good to me.
Artsin is a little bit close up.
I go close.
Over on the A side, and he's dead. 100 Thieves do not feel a desire to push through that smoke, but they've now lost their player on A. They're going to go in off the fast lane.
Yeah, got to go at some point. Timo gets the fast lane off. There is a high tide in play now for 100 Thieves. Adam brought down just as Artazine's trying to set some of these stars up. Now he'll just spray through the wall. Punished for that as well. Timo emerges.
Yeah, he just listens to the bullet count drop. It goes to 0. He swings through, gets a free right click.
Can't ask so much more than that. Our drone for EU is going to get in. Maybe There are players on their way through now. Bang very low, being torn to shreds by those classic shots. Koala has a judge, so has to rely on his secondary on the approach. Oh, the timing, what? Bang out in the open, pretty big for EU, and he'll take yet another one. The Outlaw, very well apportioned on rounds such as these. And I'm already seeing a kill contract for Koala.
Take the judge into it. Come on, bro. Do it.
You won't.
Do it. No, that... I mean, listen, your 100 Thieves there, you're happy with getting 2 kills and the spike down, especially getting into this B site, even with the weak weapons. Where are they supposed to position in the post plant for the retake? There's just nowhere good to play at all. This B site is pretty hard to hold. And definitely when you have 2 classics, and they've also got the flank coming. Like,
I'm really curious about
good enough for 100 Thieves.
I'm curious about the stall util for 100 Thieves on defense with only 1 controller, but for now, looks like they're getting enough out of Harbor's kit to get them in. You know, also, fast lane's kind of a wall, you know.
Is it just kill contract time? This is going to be a crazy A fight, potentially. I mean, one-way Cove is up. Koala on the cross. Nah, doesn't want to test it right now.
Undercut. That's a good way to slow things down until this Cove expires. Now what do you have to get in with? Double tap active. Oh, we are doing it. Time for a duel, Arsena. Who has the better weapon, and Koala could have held that ultimate for a later round. He only had the Guardian to work with. That might have given a way in.
Furia just got stuffed at the choke as well. They couldn't provide any follow-up to Koala. So it ends up just being an honest 1v1 with no nonsense out of the kill contract. 100 Thieves are so fast on the pivot to B. Cryo just on the slow mid-lurk. Very Cryo of Cryo to be on the Cypher mid-lurk. And it's a free kill.
Nicely done. That's going to pull Nerve back away from the B side, which is where he's most needed right now. Not that he knows it. I'm sure that was going to make that clear to him. Nerve wins out the lurk fight, but is in no position to actually further his team's game plan. Still a stunning shot onto Bang, though. From here, though, it's a long climb.
At this point, the Thieves just don't want to lose any more guns. Their economy is just starting to build with this round win.
Nerve here's going to walk into a held line and fall. Now, this is controversial. The single controller Harbor look on this map.
It's more than controversial, it's crazy.
I mean, you're molding.
It's nuts.
I'll put it out there.
I mean, hey, if it works, respect. It's crazy, though. Huge kill from Asuna in that kill contract, and then he gets the all, just sends it into B. That'd be good exec. Teemo's doing a good job so far on the Neon.
I guess the issue for 100 Thieves is they don't have layers of controller util, but for their first hit, they do.
They have one smoke. I mean, they have one smoke that refreshes every 30 seconds. It's very fast, so they'll be able to use that a lot, but they don't have an Astra. Here's 100 Thieves really fast up mid, though. They flash out of that fast lane. They are just running it into B. They are just sending it seems like.
Well,
EU, fear. And I get it.
Not so much, though, because, yeah, they get some mid-control. They were in elbow already. But EU doesn't give them anything for free. He doesn't really venture past the or into the no man's land or the middle of the map against this Neon comp.
The Fury have the triple push out of A. This is just a straight B hit again, though, and there's real danger for Artson. He is committed to holding back sight. So if this is just a straight 5-man from 100 Thieves, they have to fight an Astra and a Sova. They could just run these guys over.
Artzin's not getting out. He knows it. He's pinged out already. Teemo low on the approach, though, and also revealed by a recon, so a swing up this for EU. He's able to find success. Artzin, really has to dig deep, and I think going 1-for-1 there as the 2 side anchors is the best you can hope for.
Yeah, I think that went better than I thought it would have, honestly. Oh, what a shot from Asuna.
Alan just flubs that line, and Asuna slaps him down.
And they actually get the map flip as well. They plant a little bit more back sight, so now they're the ones who control half wall, cryo in, arches.
In we go.
This is a good 100 Thieves setup. I think they can close this out for sure.
Okay, the high tide though is going to break the map up somewhat. Double tap's about to expire though, and Kwanu gets lit. Bora no incentive to try and take this fight at all. Kwanu audaciously is able to get up, but is blinded here by some of this Harbor util. Harbor util, by the way, looks pretty good. Here's Nerve! Springs forward through the wall. It's going to be a 1 versus 1. Vora and Nerve. Nemesis going back to challenges in 2025. It was Vora that kept Nerve out of Ascension, and he keeps him out of the round now.
The full 5-man execs are going to be good with this 100 Thieves comp. A little 2-man hold like this, again, I think it's great that they got 2 and brought that to a 3-on-3 because the positions of those 2 Furia players, they should have been gone completely flattened by this 100 Thieves exec. kind of like light anchored holds like that are not going to hold up
Yeah.
when 100 Thieves are running it down on you with the Neon Phoenix, Harbor Wall cutting everything off. It's just not going to happen. Furia, they're sent onto an eco. Triple push close towards A again. They're loving this.
Might have been a peek there. Jump peek from Nerve into mid, doesn't see anything. Yeah, you're right. Furia really quite invested on these multiplayer pushes into A, or at least this heavy A main presence, but 100 Thieves haven't really tested it.
100 Thieves are obviously just more than content to relax for this early round, see if Furia overpush anywhere, if they can catch an opening, and then just go into the big 5-man hit. Alum, oh, he is in serious danger.
Certainly got more than he bargained for.
Well, a big 5-man hit coming up. It's going into this A site. Can Furia with the bad weaponry do anything?
I do think the undercut could be highly disruptive here if Koala Noob can find a
it's great against 5-man execs, that's for sure. Slows the Neon down, everyone's vulnerable.
All right. Alum hit by that one.
Tons of stall being thrown by Furia.
Well,
But
they
even
do have
still,
2 controllers.
Hit is going to
30
come through
seconds
in a
left.
moment. Alum might get killed by a wall.
Oh, yep. Oh, he's done. Stuck in the corner. Now he's going to need Timotino descending on better weapons. Win here. Nerve able to find Timo, but that's about it. Hardest Fury comes through. Somehow, blinded up as he was able to avoid most of the bolt's damage and then just swings with a stinger. Arsena's down, but Cryo's found his way on a wrap here. And as good as Nerve has been,
Down A.
we're still going to see Artisan left on his own with a Bucky in
Nerve
double
hit
door.
him with the Reckoning close up there.
I don't hate it as an idea to try and flip this round. But Artisan, unfortunately, is just not going to have a way to close the gap meaningfully on Bang. Oh, yes, the Reckoning. Slowed, blinded. Artisan going to struggle now, and Bang will simply wait for his moment.
Well, at least he got the other Reckoning out. I mean, all good. They go 1 for 1. 100 Thieves a little bit telegraphed on what they want to do in that round because that's kind of just how they need to play the game. So all of Furia are able to rotate, but it's low buy, so ultimately it's still not going to be enough.
Yeah, there were like no
effort,
fakes being sold by the 100 Thieves attack
No,
side.
you can't. No, I mean they are slamming your site.
Oh, boys. We win
I kind of like that. It's honest Valorant. There's no sleight of hand here.
I like the round. You know, they went for some mid control and then it's into the B slam.
There's the pretense of trying to work the map.
But this one is a little crazy. Look at the Simo all the way up mid, but it doesn't matter because Furia are on the aggro B with their duelist.
Yeah, this time they're playing ahead of it. They don't have like a weak anchoring duo set up in the side, but it's going to be Arsena fighting for his life.
Crazy kill.
Important one to find there as well. Koala Noob is dropped very low.
That's a real Arsena kill from Arsena, honestly, to find that one.
Got a kill and big damage on the ISO.
Bang on flank watch, but he might just get caught between
He's hearing
a couple
us.
players. That's a great first kill, and he can just group up with the team. If he can get there safely, 100 Thieves not in a terrible spot.
Crucial kill there for Bang. Off angle, that's a weird one for Arsena. Merv is just not ready for this, and somehow he's able to get away with it.
Just takes some damage, sent back towards arches. Uses the high tide now very early. Oh, crazy one. That cuts off a lot of the map. Look at this fight with Bang as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Koala Noob. This is important. Bang. Oh, Bang! Man, he has a sixth sense about it. Bro has ESPN installed. Here's Arsena. Quick peek. Spots Nerve, who was lucky to get away earlier. Not this time, though. There's an uncertainty about where EU could be coming from. It's been a while since he's popped up here. Bang is going to be ready for it. Out of the cove we go. Back into the dirt.
The Bang jump. I can't. That's crazy.
That's so sick.
That is so crazy.
Nah, dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's just gross. Austin going crazy right now on the Phoenix, 8-4. Some of us might be wondering, maybe he should have been playing.
No.
Never mind. Not yet. I'll let the game play out. Wait. But I'll let it play out a little bit more. And then,
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
The narrative is going to be insufferable, though. If they make playoffs
narrative.
by switching this.
That's a silly little cam from Cryo to spot for the A push. I like it, though.
Just a wander up mid here so far for Timo.
Yeah, Furia have been trying to get more proactive towards B on the prior round. Now mid on this one, posted up in the Cove. It's going to be a split into A. And
Timo is so ahead of
look
this.
at Vor's position with
Punish!
danger.
No, just gets caught out. Timo can cross now as well with his Cove. And Fury just sat there. They have no ability to intervene whatsoever. Here's the neural theft. Cryo getting good use of that out of that in A main, and now Fury's plans are laid bare.
Artsen's caught on the rotate, and now 100 Thieves just need to group up and go together. Cryo's gotten all this space into A. I mean, tell he might even catch Koala if the timing is right, and the timing is wrong. Wait, but that's fine. Oh my God, what a shot.
Not bad from Koala Noob. The double tap definitely did some heavy lifting there. Hercules level. Of course, that fast lane. Koala's trying to drift across. It's going to be on EU. On the back of the site. Pretty overwhelmed here and now revealed. We'll try and inflict the same thing, but his bolt is taken out. A couple shockies here. Sees the double swing here. That's something you could punish with that util. Oh, he's spotted here. Yeah, cat's out the bag. Out in the open. Classic crossfire set up at the disposal of 100 Thieves.
Well done to close that out. Timo exposes a huge hole in the defense there. Pushing up to get that outlaw kill. That's nicely done, and then 100 Thieves just calm down for a second, pivot back, get the Cypher off. Wait out for that mid push.
One enemy remaining.
You know, even though their comp very much reads as go slam site, they are doing a good job of exposing some of these holes early.
Yeah, but
well, you know,
like you mentioned, getting into round number 8 here. 100 Thieves, a fantastic start to this game. One of which many people would have counted them out from the outset, but a win here takes them to 3-2, takes Fury to 3-2, and makes their group extremely wonky for the rest of the weekend. And it gets them into playoffs.
Mid push from Furia. This time walking down with an ISO nerve on the doors cross.
Could be a crunch attempt though, but Blank can just hold this one line. Furia though connecting on the shots where it matters. Arsenal's run it back, taken down, and oh, I don't think we want this at all if you're Cryo, but hey, don't count the man out. Double tap, more than enough to keep Koala standing, and a couple of extra shrapnel in the corpse for good measure.
Around the world, there's no way. I mean, that is not going to happen. 100 Thieves got a little bit more than they bargained for. They were hoping to bait out someone from mid doors with the 2 players in mid to kill, but there were 4 Furia players down mid. That Phoenix ult goes through B main, and they want to catch someone off with the cross, but it just so happens it's also around where Furia are playing for a mid stack kind of trap play. Yep. So it ends up working out very well for them.
100 Thieves just run into it in that round, but the money is okay. But even after 5 rounds in a row, it takes 1 round to send Bang down to just a Bulldog. That's how kind of close these rounds have been. Here's the Cove and drone through it. Pretty standard stuff, as Alum can't risk fully committing to A main. The real action's here happening up mid. 3 players ready to go. Nerve won't have the time to deploy this util. Instead, he gets off the line and lets Timo just drop a dookie on his teammates in the site. A lot of walls in play, that's for sure. Here's that high tide now set up by Fury to give them a pocket, but 100 Thieves just leaving?
Yeah, just immediate pivot away. I think, yeah, that should be heard by Art. Is he going to try to take a peek through Nest? Yeah, he does, but the time is a little bit off. Yeah, he'll definitely get the free one, right? He'll definitely get the free one, right? Oh, no.
Ugh. He's got the wall for retake. That's the silver lining here.
Spike planted.
Cyber Cage might get a hit. Oh, that sucks for him. Revealed crossing.
Yeah, but do you even really want to like commit anything until you actually get a kill? Probably not. Reckoning's used.
Arda's in court again.
Yeah, even going to delay further.
Ooh! What? Cryo went to challenge the Cyber Cage. Surely he hears the sound cue of Artisan entering it. Artisan though stunned up there, and here's Arsenal ready to fight for it. Fight, 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 he says. I'll have my 3! Keep my team ahead by the same amount.
I heard MBS saying in an interview something about how awesome he played all those Phoenix games. That was back with Steel. That was in 2021. That was in 2020. Yeah. He's still pretty good on the Age man. I think he's still good on Phoenix.
No, you're talking about the
Doesn't matter who he's playing against.
You're talking about the Neon Specialist right now. You watch your mouth, sir.
This guy's pretty damn good on Phoenix too, bro.
We said coming into this game that this is a match where he has to step up to. Many 100 Thieves fans waiting for him to deliver them something special. This could be the beginning.
All right, again, Furia, this triple overstack in A main. They have ran it back to the same setup. They're just hoping this time Timotino doesn't kill two of them instantly walking through doors.
Fury have completely stopped trying to take top mid presence with their Harbor. They're not doing it at all, which is allowing this triple walk up, or for 100 Thieves to walk into these coves and just pick where they go from there.
Arton, you gotta get out of there.
He gave up the side.
You guys need to play it for a retake. It is.
He did it.
It's big retake time. Look at Bang though. He's slipped the net, but Alum is right there on him. Yeah, great.
Find a win.
Oh, but he wins
Bang
it
again!
What?
He turns around, another fight
Planted.
that he's definitely not favored in. Kwanu caught out inside there, but there's Artazine at least assisting from Archer's side. Catches Bang, who was already very deep. Still, there's the issue of the retake now. Nerve's going to try and set up with a Reckoning, but caught out by Arsenal before he can get it off. It does proc. It's going to be mostly dodged away from by 100 Thieves, and now Artazine's just purely shooting in the dark. Speculating. Nothing to be found here as Cryo will punish him. What a mess for Furia! Disastrous!
Insane play from Bang. Just slipping through into Nest. I'm calling out how good of an ult it was from Allen, because it is. You ISO a 1v1 and then pop your Neon ult. You're winning that 9 times out of 10. Bang wins that duel out. And then 100 Thieves are just able to swing off of each other so effectively on site after that retake util comes through. You could just see it on the replay. The jiggles from everyone were so well timed.
Dude, there's a couple of these duels that Bang has won this game, which 9 times out of 10, no business winning those. Absolutely none.
No, he's been really lights out. And he was the best performing player against Crew last week as well. Another must-win game for 100 Thieves. Just late in this stage, he is really coming to life at the most important moments, bringing that clutch factor. And in a situation like that, where he feels like no business winning that 1v1, feels unwinnable, and yet he still does it.
Fury with some mid-presence here. But not a whole lot of care for Elbow. Okay, Timo is going to be pinged, so he's got to get out. This is going to dissuade that quintessential 100 Thieves 3-player push-up into mid. Look, and Alum's able to get across here. This is now threatening a wrap with the toggling of that door.
Now Fury just going to get the group of players right back on over to A. 200 Thieves just go back to the lightly held B site again. This time it's Nerve playing over there. Austin is drawing an insane amount of attention onto himself.
I don't think he can get out of here. He's going to try and, just win the fight. Doesn't work out. Overdrive going to be activated off the back of that engagement. There's Nerve stopping power. Yeah, another Overdrive. Just sat right down. Cryo's going to be able to take the trade here at the very least. And the drift across the map for Furia. They have the numbers. Alum's still sitting with a stinger. And here's the Neural Theft now, revealing the defenders as they look to set up.
And the spike is planted in a position where Cryo can get up, play from arches. Alum is such low HP. Just trying to get back into the site. He might take a bullet trying to create space for his teammates.
Oh, Cryo. That's beautiful. I'm sure there's more to be done here. Traded out by EU, but look how low these Furia players are in this retake attempt. Bang! Right place, right time, 100% of the time.
This 100 Thieves team are playing so proactively right now. It really is lovely to watch. Artson goes down, Vora ends that round. But the play into Arches there, planting it there for Cryo, and then the Hunter's Fury gets ripped by Vora. He is able to take nice little isolated fights because he's pushing the players around. Felt like he was going to get both. He doesn't. That's fine. The other guy is on such low HP, and then Bang is already on the wrap for the backstab.
It is done.
Which is excellent. I mean, I feel like we haven't seen enough teams trying to wrap players for backstabs in these post plants in this really retake-heavy Breeze meta. So there's even kind of that contingency with Bang coming in from tunnel late.
Last round of the half here. Hunter's Fury at the disposal of EU.
Yeah, it looks like EU wants to send the recon dart.
Yeah, he wants
late
a
down mid off a peak. As far as Fury, they've gone for a lot of mid pushes, but they haven't gone for any like the wall out, deep recon dart, try to ping people up and like shoot them through your fast lane that you're sending out mid doors. Like, it's all been very dry, just kind of walking around, contact fighting. Not a lot of like synced up util plays, catching people out. It's just very contacty, which again, they're just contacting now into elbow, but the exec is going to come over onto A. It's going to be a full retake. Yeah, they've got a Hunter's Fury and a Cosmic Divide for Fury to play with, so
it feels like the perfect round to play retake.
Except Arzene's committed to the left side of the site.
Okay, well.
And he's got the kill. EU's there to support with the ult, so I guess it's all good.
Good response for the Hunter's Fury. Wyatt will take that, but still it's going to be dicey either way. Arsena under run it back, able to find one on Alum, gets dropped to 2-10. So low, War is able to finish the job. Back and forth stuff now leaves Arsene in the 1 versus 2. Have to try and isolate, but EU steps up and gives Furia a much needed round win.
They had me sweating there with Artson recommitting to the site, but the flood came in just fast enough for Furia to get a last-second round on the board. 100 Thieves so far with this crazy look on Breeze. They've come in and they played a nice attack half. I think any little mistakes that Furia were making were exploited. When they tried to anchor sites lightly, they were just devoured. And I like the post-plant setups that 100 Thieves had a lot over towards B. I feel like they were getting so much more proactive and taking forward. Actually, the Cypher, that can help a little bit for sure. But what is the game plan going to be here?
Furia playing for seeding virtually. Still not a game they want to drop. 100 Thieves with nothing to lose, and that's maybe why we're seeing this cop. It's going to be Timo looking for a timing. Arzene, though, is going to be watching this late flank. Will he have his eyes where they need to be? Furia get into this B side here, but they're going in waves. Here's Timo. Oh, what a timing, and bang, activates. And they have just ruined Furia.
Oh my god, they all get around the corner before Artsene can even really take a shot.
Yep, they know where
Arzene
Arzene
is. Just flanked and cooked, but also pushing out from A.
This is insanity.
That's a sick 100 Thieves pistol round, though. They just have Cryo playing with a 1-trip on B, backside. They hit in. He just slowly walks away. They go for the triple flank down elbow. Right into the site. Cryo can fight them now from the front. Wins that duel against Alim.
Perfect. The timing
That
is so nice.
Exactly as they drew it up.
Especially because Furia got into the site, then stopped dead. All right, 100 Thieves here. Big pistol win. Conversion here would leave them only 3 rounds away from playoffs. Fellows keeping track at home. Arsenal almost gets the short end of the stick there. Alam actually steps into a volley for a time. The double tap here helps out for Koala Nu, but he's going to fall to the shock dart in the end.
Alam is such low HP. Asuna, bro, really thought he was a Neon for a second there. Where he was jumping around the corner. He was looking like the Nerf Neon jumping around the corner with that one.
Lost that airspeed, right? Yeah, get used to it, buddy.
EU pretty weak as well. All of 100 Thieves have essentially rotated to this side of the map, and they are going to deep fry Furia, who are just walking out of A main with no haste.
Yeah. Not a lot of urgency about it, is there? Arzene looking to walk off. Okay. I mean, again, if you feel like you've got a couple of things, you know, that classic don't do squats at that distance, friend. And there you have it. 100 Thieves do convert. Now it's the bonus.
It's the bonus. And 100 Thieves, this stage, think of their stage comp on Split. They have been cooking up some crazy rounds with the comps that they're running. Some gimmicky stuff. Will they have it here for their bonus?
Ah!
This game is just a collection of jump scares, to be fair.
I'm out of here.
All right, what do we got here? Yeah, for a bonus conversion. Anything special?
It's the same Molly flash to send Alan back, and he does get damaged again. There was an Outlaw down mid, so Koala and Timo exchanged a ton of damage. And now, I mean, if you're 100 Thieves, this is a crazy new age way to get a shotgun inserted at the box there. Normally it's just a Neon going over there, but Austin has a Molly flash himself to tuck.
This tuck position also can be hidden by a code if one gets used. Oh no! There's the judge! Arsenal thinks to push off this. Alum, there's nothing to do really. He's just going to walk up into this. Well, he heard that. He knows now. Through the blaze wall he goes. He gets better of Arsena. Sometimes you just got to run for it. Alum knows what his job is. It's to hold W for the boys.
In the meantime, the other guys on Furia, they are just around the B area generally, now rotating back to help Alum.
So how's that first gun round for you going, Furia? So far, it's looking a bit haggard.
Bang, just one job, live. Keep the high tide intact for the retake.
Alum slips through.
30 seconds left.
Timo unaware that there was no coverage of A main at the time. So Nerd's going to be able to get this plant down in the default spot. Koala Nu, 10 health, no problem.
It's about the best you can do with it. Try to get into an off angle, catch someone off.
This, though, could still be a problem. Nerve, for now, is solo at this site, and he's going to have to watch two lines. That crosshair wasn't there where it needed to be. Now Kwanu with 10 health. This is 100 Thieves looking to convert their bonus round. This would be a back-breaking blow to Furia. And Kwanu, with a sliver of health, has to fight 1v2, brought down behind the wall. And the dreams of a crack at playoffs starting to manifest for real for 100 Thieves.
I don't know what was happening on B that round, but the A stuff was just hilarious. It's so common in the meta right now to just, you one-way the box, you get your Neon in the corner with the judge, but with this one you have Asuna do the Molly Flash combo, tucks into the corner with the judge, and then they do the bait setup, and it works.
Asuna, 16 and 10.
It's silly, but it's creative. I'm curious to see what 100 Thieves do, though, with actually trying to anchor these sites. If they just try to lock them down, it looks like that's what Cryo wants to do. His trips are to hold back sight, so I'm assuming they want to hold it, and then Austin maybe try to quick rotate to help, maybe ult to help.
Play off like some of the info from his Sova.
Because again, so much of this meta right now on this map is run away, play for the retake. But with the Cypher, the trips like this, that doesn't seem like the objective. Okay, Austin just, I mean, he had the timing right.
Free Aldrone. Big information for us in there in mid. These 3 players inside elbow, which is annoying for Furia. Their ploy has been revealed.
There's a redrone from Vora just to make sure that no one from Furia had actually inserted into tunnel. Okay.
Artazine doesn't want to challenge that at all.
Yeah, fully taken. Really deep smoke. The 100 Thieves just full commits, trying to hold A main or span back out.
Nasty Asuna. Gets taken down there in mid. The cross is fine. Timo was healthy enough with the Odin, can spam through this. The map somewhat flipped on. This is Bang now really under pressure. I mean, he's won some stupid situations so far this series. I think that was asking a bit too much of him.
That was a situation where it felt like maybe, I don't know, 100 Thieves haven't enough time or reps with this crazy comp to figure out what they're trying to do in that situation, because their anchors kind of just went out and stood in the open, caught between wanting to hold main or get back to try and help on site. It was a little awkward, and so Fury were able to catch the free kills because you could see Bang put like a really deep smoke down A stairs, and then it got a little uncomfortable for them.
I would hate to play top mid on this defense side, frankly. It just seems like it's the most punishable position. Difficult there for Asuna. Salam here, some snap shooting, got them into the site. A-split, though, still alive and well on this map. Yeah, now you're thinking a bit more about that mid control for your 100 Thieves. You've got 2 players to double doors here. But most of the action for Furia might be another elbow push. They've got a star at the end of it.
Yeah, 100 Thieves are on a pretty low buy. So, real opportunity for Furia to build up the economy a bit, get a 6th round. Maybe work towards Nerve's ult, pretty close as well. Get a Reckoning for the next gun round.
Some chatter from the stage. Some players spotted out there. Here comes that Aldrone. Attempted to cross here. Vora not quite so lucky as Timo was. He's having to get back in towards that elbow position. Bang! Trying to swing into mid, but Nerve is comfortable.
Yeah, 2 kills, gets him the Reckoning in this round already, so Furia are definitely looking good here. 100 Thieves proactivity gets caught out down mid with Nerve just being pretty watchful there, hoping that someone would push a little bit too far like they did.
Okay, Cryo playing ahead of a lot of his trips here.
I must wait a moment. Cage triggered.
Cam taken out. Oh, he's got the weapon for it. Now you know why. Okay, Timo just died in the streaming heap at the back of sight, and Cryo now no longer wants to play close on his own. Also fair. Here's the push, though. Tripwire catches, gets some early information, but EU's going to be there. He's an upper, guys.
30 seconds left.
Does he know? Well, kind of. He was kind of ready for it, but Nerve cleans him up, and Furia have really significant ults to use to try to make this comeback happen on the next full buy round.
Remember, this is Furia getting a bonus converted on them, having to sort of force into a weird buy, and then coming up with the goods, because once they finally get to work the map a little bit against this single controller.
We got this shit, let's go!
And I quote. Asking a lot from this squad.
But one of the most experienced involved is NBS, their head coach, winner of the first
World
champions. He's getting in the mix. Let's close this damn game out.
Let's see if he gets through to the boys. Proper buy here for 100 Thieves.
Yep, there's that same just aggro play towards A, get to the orb straight away. Bang has got the Reckoning now.
Plenty of ways to stop Furia in their tracks. This is the out drone into mid from 100 Thieves, so they can actually focus more of their attention towards A main with that re-clear.
You can see with Cryo's trips, he's all the way off B now. They have the Reckoning. They're just playing that site for a retake.
Deploying drone.
Yeah, it's like Bang is here as a token element, but he doesn't want to engage at all. Buy some time, maybe get Arson in, let the duelist do something. Molly thrown out here, oh, okay, kill contract, catching onto Arson, can he fight his way out? Here's Alan now in the middle of the site, but he's going to be hit by that Reckoning. Brutal stuff. Bang, perfect timing to find that ultimate. And now, it's all in disarray for Furia.
That was some really fantastic harbor decision-making from Bang. Getting that wall up in time so they can be able to fight front sight, isolate someone. He hits the one player in with the Reckoning and is then able to capitalize off of his own ult for the kill. That was beautiful.
Koala Noob lost his second kill contract of this game.
And because of both of those things happening, it's a 5-on-3 for 100 Thieves. Late in the round, Fury are trying to get into B. There's some trips up there. And they've already rotated. What is going on with Teemo before is able to capitalize?
EU's got to do the unthinkable here to keep Furia in their winning ways, but the spike is on the wrong side of a smoke in B main, and over 100 Thieves are pulled off until this round would expire. Money not so much an issue here for Furia, but EU's just going to have a lack of opportunity to find purchase for this weapon. So tuck in the corner and wait for one last gasp in this series.
100 Thieves are just one round away from locking up that playoff spot, putting a hell of a lot of pressure on NRG and Sen later this weekend too, who will be fighting for that one remaining spot if they get this over the finish line.
They thought they were playing for seeding. That was the assumption. Could not have been more wrong.
Teemo just jumping around, distracting, easy kills for Vor to clean up, who's quietly just having another really solid map here, sat at 15 for 9. IGLing, but individually today, really stepped up for the team in the most important match of their stage so far.
Vor, a tough spot to play, especially when their middle part of this map is teaming with Furia bodies. They are trying to be proactive, negotiate from a position of power, but Teemo ready for their contact. The smoke, though, presents a wrinkle in that plan, but he'll get ahead of it as only he can. What a flick on a Koala Noob. Taking down the one player that could really stuff an Oppa.
Timotino really can take over a game when he gets the AWP in his hands, but
he's down.
Isn't able to connect that one. Leg shot or through the wall. Oh my god, through the molly. He's so weak.
Asuna fighting for his life, fighting like a mad animal, and here's Vora chiming in. It's all done, but they're crying now, and Artisan is brought down. 100 Thieves deliver yet another playoff berth for their franchise against the odds. First, it's Crew. 3-0 coming into the game. 100 Thieves